tag team turmoil. Apparently not my idea. Nico did it before me. He did 5 teams. I'm doing 15, so hopefully this goes better. We have a lot of great teams tonight. This is a shot to win, opportunity to play Concept at Mayhem. Yes, I have Concept on board to help write this match because I couldn't play in this match. So overall, the team that lasts to the end and the team that lasts the most rounds will go into a different match. You'll see at the end of this video of a 3-round general trivia match. No strengths, no nothing to decide that winner. I got Tim and Michael and Jake here with me. Tim, you're going to be main hosting tonight. How are you feeling about this match, and are you excited?
I'm very excited. This is a fun idea. I'm glad that you are letting me be a part of it. 23-19 didn't quite make the cut of teams that would play in this event tonight, but that's okay. We've got 15 pretty awesome teams here. It's going to be really fun. I'm excited.
All right, Michael, how are you feeling? You helped write this match. Are you excited?
Yeah, it was. Had a couple of people help, so it wasn't just like we were determining the outcome of who we wanted to win. Trust me,
I guess I should say.
It was all above board. I'm running on like 2 hours sleep, so this is going to be very fun. Yeah.
And Jake, how are you feeling? You're going to be our stats keeper, basically, and keep everything in check to make sure we get the right outcome. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm just here to see what what lies ahead for the future. Yeah, but I'll be taking care of stats, and I'm looking forward to it. This is gonna be fun. Yeah, Michael did all the work. I just put it out there. We have a couple of people helped out, but I think we did a good job. We'll see what happens. Looking forward to this.
So if anybody complains, you know who to send it to. It is Michael.
Okay, so we will get started with bringing in our first team right away, which is Gone with the Win, Malcolm, Goldie Lay, and Abe Flores. And our second team, Wild Stallions, Brian Michaels and Joseph Olivas. Wild Stallions.
Hello.
All right, and the third team to start off in our first round is Light It Up, Dominic Rizzi and Dustin Mason.
What's going on, guys?
Okay, guys, so we've got our 3 teams in here. The way this is going to work is it is going to be your normal round 1, except there are going to be 10 questions per round number 1 that we have. So the team that has the least amount of points at the end of the round will be eliminated. If there's a tie for the lowest score, both teams will be eliminated. Each team is playing for themselves. Each person is playing for themselves. So we will add up all of your points at the end. That's how we will get the scores. Okay, great. So we will get started right away with question number 1, which is going to be in the category of directors. Who directed 2006's Inside Man? Michael, we're about to go down a...
Have you ever been... I'm not going to finish that.
Have I ever been an Inside Man? Is that true? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We were going to start with Malcolm.
Antoine Fuqua.
And we'll go to Abe.
Spike Lee.
And Brian.
Spike Lee.
Joseph.
Spike Lee.
And Dustin.
Spike Lee.
And Rizzy.
Spike Lee.
All right.
Well done. And your next question comes in the category of movie release dates. What year saw the release of the films Bring It On and Coyote Ugly?
What was the last movie? I'm sorry, you cut out.
Coyote Ugly, Bring It On, and Coyote Ugly.
I've seen one of these films. Can you guess which one? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Abe.
202.
Brian.
I believe it's 2000.
Joseph.
I also believe it's 2000.
All right. Dustin.
2001.
And Rizzy.
2000.
2000 is the correct answer.
I had 2000 as well.
Oh, sorry, Malcolm. My bad. I was like, wait, who's talking right now? My bad, Malcolm. Yeah, you good. Yes, 2000 is the correct answer. All right, guys. Next question is in action. In Mortal Kombat, which character defeats the four-armed creature called Goro? I have not seen this movie.
You're missing out.
I think I might have seen pieces of the second one. I don't really remember. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to Brian first.
The Nutcracker himself, Johnny Cage.
All right, Joseph.
It's a Liu Kang.
And Dustin.
I put Johnny Unitas.
And Rizzy.
Johnny Cage.
Quarterback.
All right, Malcolm.
I put in Bison. I don't know if this character in
And-
Mortal Kombat.
Abe.
Is Hero a character of Mortal Kombat? I've never seen it.
All right.
All right. Your next question is in animated. In Disney's The Rescuers, what kind of animals are the rescue agents Bernard and Miss Bianca?
Your favorite animal, Michael?
Dog.
The dog. Makes the macaw happy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Joseph.
Mice.
And Dustin.
Mice.
And Rizzy.
Hell yeah, mice.
Malcolm.
I read the wrong way. I put rats.
Abe.
Mice.
All right, Brian.
Mice.
All right. Wild Stallions keeping the lead here as we get into question number 5, which is in the category of Scorsese. Hugo primarily takes place in what European city?
Have you left the state of Wisconsin?
I have. I've only left the United States once, though.
Never been on a plane, fun fact.
Really?
I was planning to this year, but then
That's right. And then the world died. All right, pens down. We are to Dustin first.
Paris.
And Rizzy.
Paris.
Malcolm.
Paris.
All right, Abe.
London.
And Brian.
I knew it was France. I'm hoping it's Paris.
All right, and Joseph.
I also said Paris.
Paris is the correct answer.
Cool. All right, gentlemen, your next question comes in the category of horror. Finish the tagline for this horror film. If it's in a word or it's in a look, you can't get rid of blank blank. Look at the 2 words.
I don't want to say anything for fear.
Can you repeat the question?
Category of horror. Finish the tagline for this horror film. If it's in a word or it's in a look, you can't get rid of blank blank.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are to Rizzy first.
Babadook.
That is correct. Malcolm.
Babadook.
It's correct. Abe.
I don't know, the motherfucker.
Oh, yikes. Okay, Brian.
The Babadook.
And Joseph.
Babadook.
And
Oh,
Dustin.
it's so good.
Didn't get it.
All right. All right. The next question is in directors. Tom Hooper directed Alicia Vikander in what film? Pens already, and we're only in the first round. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We are back to Malcolm.
The King's Speech.
Abe.
The Danish Girl.
And Brian.
No blackboard. Star Wars. It's all right.
Joseph.
The Danish Girl.
All right. Dustin.
The Danish Girl.
And Rizzy.
The Danish Girl.
The Danish Girl is the correct answer.
And all right, your 8th question of the round comes in the category of family. Who plays music teacher Miss Edmunds in Bridge to Terabithia?
I haven't seen this movie in a long time.
I haven't seen this one. Yeah, still. Striking.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Abe first.
Anthony Hopkins.
Brian.
Zoe Deschanel.
And Joseph.
Haven't seen this in a while either. Joan Cusack.
Dustin.
Zoe Deschanel.
Rizzy.
I fucked up. I couldn't remember. I put Julia Roberts.
And Malcolm.
I put Emma Thompson.
Zoe Deschanel was the correct answer. All right. Your 9th question is in drama. What 1996 film stars Geoffrey Rush as pianist David Helfgott?
Jeffrey Rush, by the way.
Jeffrey Rush, my bad. Jeffrey Rush, yes. As David.
Geoffrey Rush.
As it's said. I've heard it said both ways, so I don't know. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to Brian.
Fine.
And Joseph.
Only heard of it as Jeffrey, but Shine.
All right. And Dustin.
My favorite collective soul song, Shine.
Rizzy.
Shine.
All right. Malcolm.
I put Crows.
And Abe.
I want an answer because I'm embarrassed of my answer.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, and your next question comes in the quotes, which is the last question of the round. Quotes. What 2010's comedy features the line, "Stick your finger through the loop of my tag"? Big reaction. Hope he gets it right.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
5, 4.
It's John in the question.
Repeat the question.
Yep.
Okay.
That's all. Category of quotes. What 2010's comedy features the line, "Stick your finger through the loop of my tag"?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. I believe we are to Joseph.
No idea. Good boys.
And Dustin?
Ted.
And Rizzy?
Ted.
Malcolm?
Yeah, I'm kicking myself for this. I'll put this at the end.
And Abe?
Bridesmaids.
And
Wait.
Brian?
I don't know.
Only not sure 1 or 2, but Ted?
Ted.
And that was, Ted. Ted is correct. Yes, Ted is correct. So with that is the end of round 1. Unfortunately, Gone with the Win, only scoring 6 points has been eliminated. Wild Stallions and Light It Up will move on to the next round as we bring in the next team. So thank you, Malcolm and Abe. Okay, so we are going to bring in the next team that is going up against Wild Stallions and Light It Up, and they are Clash at Demon Head, Kaleb Koho and Cam Holtzman.
Here we go.
Welcome.
All right.
The Thunderdome boys.
Again, 10 questions from 10 random categories. Each team, your repeat set, each team has 2 repeats. Use them how you please. Okay, we will get started right away with the first question in the category of comedy. What is the subtitle of Airplane 2? As previously mentioned, Michael Campbell, never been on an airplane. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Brian.
Is Airplane 2 the sequel?
And Joseph?
The sequel.
Dustin?
Airplane 2, the sequel.
And Rizzy?
Total guess, the sequel.
Koho?
Electric Boogaloo.
Holtzman?
I said the second one.
All right.
You had the right idea.
Lovely.
All right. All right, everyone next to clashing that one. Your next question comes in recent releases. What type of bird does Winslow kill in The Lighthouse?
I love this movie.
Damn 824.
That studio working right now.
Brian Michaels.
Best studio in the game.
Will it pay off that he doesn't like A24? We will find out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to start with Joseph on this one.
Is it a seagull?
And Dustin.
I also put seagull.
And Rizzy.
Seagull.
Koho.
Seagull.
Holtzman.
Great Anton Chekhov play, Seagull.
And Brian.
Based purely on the fact there was a lighthouse, I guess seagull.
And that would be correct. Seagull is the correct answer. All right.
You also would have accepted the sequel. No, that was just it.
Airplane
All right,
to
guys.
the Seagull.
Next question is in Amy Adams. What is the name of the novel Jake Gyllenhaal's character sends to Amy Adams in Nocturnal Animals? This is a oof movie.
Great movie.
It's not very good.
No, not oof like.
Oh, okay. I was a little thrown on there for a second. I was about to say. I'm like, what?
Oof, like very intense.
Yeah.
I will say oof as in it's not very good.
Dude.
Okay.
Aaron Johnson's awesome.
Pens down. We're gonna go to Dustin.
Is this another trick question? Is it Nocturnal Animals?
Rizzy.
Nocturnal Animals.
Koho.
Nocturnal Animals.
Holtzman.
I had no idea. Nocturnal Animals.
Yes!
Brian.
Nocturnal Animals.
Damn it.
And Joseph.
I'm sorry, Brian, I didn't have it.
No.
All right. We lost some.
Oh, no.
Jake?
Where'd Mike go?
Did Holzman
We
get
lost Michael. We're
Right?
fine.
Oh, we lost Michael. Okay, well, I'll just keep going then
just
with
one
the
of the hosts.
questions. And let's try to keep the crosstalk down.
I was asking a question. Whatever.
Next question is going to be in comedy. What is Jim Carrey's profession in 2003's Bruce Almighty?
I like this movie.
Hi, Jake. Yeah, no, this is a great movie. I really like this movie too. I showed it to Maggie a couple years ago, and she went 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. I believe we are to Rizzy.
Is he an electrician?
Koho.
The news reporter.
And Cam.
Reporter / newscaster.
Brian?
Reporter.
Joseph?
I said news reporter.
And Dustin?
I put TV reporter.
We can accept that as well.
Yep.
All right. Next question is going to be in family. Christopher Walken plays evil banker Reed Thimple in what 2000s Disney musical? I'm not going to say anything.
WTF question.
That's fair. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down. We'll go to Koho.
Shouts out to Boatman, the Country Bears.
And Cam.
It's the first movie I have any memory of seeing, the Country Bears.
Brian.
Feel so sad for Cameron. The Country Bears.
Yeah.
Joseph.
Country Bears movie.
I don't think we can accept that. It doesn't have movie in the title. Dustin.
The Country Bears. Bears!
And Rizzy.
I watched the movie a lot when I was a kid. The Country Bears.
Mm-hmm.
Country Bears is correct. So Light It Up takes the lead with that one with 9 points. Clash and Wild Stallions both have 8 as we get into the next question in horror. In Us, while driving in their car, the Wilson family have a discussion about the meaning of what rap song?
What a good follow-up to Get Out. You have the expectations brought in for your second film. I think John Peel did a good job. Meh. Bye now.
5, 4, bye now. 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Cam.
5 on it.
We'll go to Brian.
I don't know what the title is. I got 5 on it.
And Joseph.
I said lose yourself.
Dustin.
I got 5 on it by Lunas.
And Rizzy.
I got 5 on it.
And Koho.
I said I've got 5. I didn't know if the on it was in the title.
It is I got 5 on it. So Brian, Dustin,
me.
Yes, Rizzy. And I think that was it. Yeah. So Light It Up stays in the lead with 11. Wild Stallions 9. Clash 8. Next question is in Spielberg. I'm sorry, Spielberg. What does BFG stand for in the BFG? Everyone races to their boards.
Of all the Spielberg movies, really?
Right.
I had no part in the creation of these questions, but I do agree with you.
Sounds like a Michael Campbell question.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We are to Brian again.
Not to be confused with Doom's BFG. Big Friendly Giant.
That's a good point. Joseph.
Big Friendly Giant.
Dustin.
Big Friendly Giant.
Rizzy.
Big Friendly Giant.
Koho.
Big Friendly Giant.
And Cam.
Big Friendly Giant.
All right. Next question is in animated. In Sausage Party, who voices the bagel Sammy Bagel Jr.?
You know, I don't think I've actually ever had a bagel before.
Really?
That's an interesting little tidbit.
Right, with some cream cheese. Good.
5.
We Australians don't have culture, apparently.
2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Joseph first.
Said Edward Norton.
Dustin.
Edward Norton.
Rizzy.
Edward Norton.
Koho.
Edward Norton.
Cam.
Edward Norton.
Brian.
Plain sweet. Edward Norton.
Awesome. All right. Next question is in directors. Who directed Mission to Mars? Get a few people straight to the board on that one. All right. Looking for answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Dustin first.
Brian, not Michaels, but De Palma.
And Rizzy.
Brian De Palma.
Koho.
Said Ron Howard.
Cam.
I didn't have anything.
Brian.
Oh, my girlfriend, Brian De Palma.
Brian De Palma.
Fucking yikes. All right. So we will go to the final question of the round, which is in the category of drama. In If Beale Street Could Talk, who plays Levy, the landlord who rents Fonnie and Tish their apartment?
Okay.
There's a large gasp from someone.
Perfect.
Hearing some shots.
I'm excited though. All right.
You got this, Dustin.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we are going to go to Rizzy.
Dave Franco.
And then to Cam, or I'm sorry, to Koho.
Regina King.
And Cam.
Regina King.
All right. Brian.
Dave Franco in A Stylish Amica.
Joseph.
I said Danny Glover.
And Dustin.
Dave Franco. Perfect round.
That is a perfect round. And with that, Clash at Demon Head has been eliminated. Lighted Up wins that round with 19 points. Wild Stallions with 16. Clash with 12. So unfortunately, Clash, that is it for you in today's Tag Team Turmoil. We will see you guys again later. Thanks for coming. All right, the next team coming in is scruffy-looking Nerf herders, Nicholas Twohig and Antonio Chavez. Welcome, gentlemen, to the Thunderdome.
Oh, hey.
All right. Just to clarify again, 10 questions and 2 repeats per team. You're going to get started with your first question, which is in the category of scores and soundtracks. Which rock musician wrote and performed the opening title song Streets of Philadelphia for the film Philadelphia? Macaw is chuckling because we just watched this movie, I think.
Good, mate.
Reminder to have everybody keep hands on screen the whole time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Brian.
Bruce Springsteen.
And Joseph.
It was bruised and battered Bruce Springsteen.
Dustin.
Bruce Springsteen.
Rizzy.
Bruce Springsteen.
Twohig.
I had Bruce Springsteen, but I don't want the point, so I erased it.
Antonio.
Huey Lewis.
All right. So we'll move on to the next question. Jake, you got that?
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. Next question comes in the category of comedy. In which film do Steve Carell and Jim Carrey play rival magicians? I believe my brother is a big fan of this movie.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? I missed that, the first name.
In which film do Steve Carell and Jim Carrey play rival magicians?
Thank you.
Carell?
Nick Twohig went a little too quick to the board on this one for my taste. But
what does that say?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We will go to Joseph.
The Incredible Burt Wonderstone.
And Dustin.
I also put The Incredible Burt Wonderstone.
Rizzy.
Incredible Burt Wonderstone.
Nick.
I got one. The Incredible Burt Wonderstone.
And Antonio.
I got one too. The Incredible Burt Wonderstone.
And Brian.
Incredible Burt Wonderstone.
All right. Next question is going to be in 90s. In Deep Blue Sea, what animal does LL Cool J's character keep as a pet?
This is a movie.
That's true. Sorry, I was getting caught up with the Adventures of Michael Campbell. 5, 4, 3.
Michael Campbell. He's been here for years.
1. Pens down. Let's go to Dustin.
Parakeet.
Let's go to Rizzy.
I said a parrot.
And Twohig.
A shark?
Antonio.
I also said parrot.
And Brian.
It is a parrot.
And Joseph.
I also said parrot.
And that was everybody, right? I'm not crazy.
Yeah.
That was everybody. Yes, parrot was the answer we were looking for.
Is parakeet not that? Okay.
No, it's different.
So I have Wild Stallions and lighted up with 5, Scruffy with 3.
I have 6 for us.
Did I just not give that?
I got all 3.
Yeah.
That's what
Okay, you're right. You're right. That's what I was worried about because I was trying to
Add up 5, Scruffy for
You're good.
3.
So 6, 5, 3. Okay.
All right, so next question comes in the category of Tim Burton. Which Tim Burton film stars Ewan McGregor, Albert Finney, and Billy Crudup? This is a good one. I like this one.
Yeah, me too. This is one of my favorites. 5.
Definitely.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We are to Rizzy.
Big Fish.
And Twohig.
Big Fish.
Antonio.
Big Fish.
Brian.
Fish.
Joseph.
Big Fish.
And Dustin.
I also put Big Fish.
Awesome. All right. Next question is in the category of horror. Who plays the creature in 1994's Mary Shelley's Frankenstein?
Unfortunately, you have to get the full title there with Mary Shelley.
I was about to say. It's a little confused there for a second. I was like, is this a title? Oh, no, that's the name of the film.
It's like Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Yeah. 5, 4. Lee Daniels, the butler. 1.
That's a trilogy.
Yeah, there you go. We are to Twohig first.
I have no idea. Peter Weller.
And Antonio.
That would have been interesting. Robert De Niro.
All right, Brian.
Robert De Niro.
Joseph.
Robert De Niro.
Dustin.
Robert De Niro.
Rizzy.
Robert De Niro.
All right.
Okay, next question is in the category of drama. In 3 billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri, who plays Mildred's son, Robbie? Where's Kaleb Boatman when you need him to talk about this movie?
That's fair. That would make sense.
He likes the movie.
Yeah.
Saying anything.
It's a good one. It's one that he would like. That's fair. Yeah, I was saying 5, 4, 3. Seems like his type of flick. 1. Pens down. We are to Antonio.
Damn. Oh, I think this is wrong. Timothy Chalamet.
Brian.
Lucas Hedges.
Joseph.
Lucas Hedges.
Dustin.
Lucas Hedges.
Rizzy.
Yeah, the other Lady Bird boyfriend, Lucas Hedges.
Twohig.
We're going to call this one a win. Lucas Hedges.
Nice.
All right. Next question is in animated. Grave of the Fireflies takes place during which war? See, normally, Jake, you ask in the category of war what war things take place in, but this time we threw a curveball.
It's subverting your audience.
That's exactly what it is. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, and we are back at the top with Brian.
Studio Ghibli. When in doubt, though, guess World War II.
And Joseph.
Good advice. World War II.
Yes. Dustin.
I also put World War II.
Rizzy.
Total guess, World War II.
Nick.
World War, the sequel.
And Antonio.
Damn, I'm almost like the outlier. World War I.
World War II is correct.
Damn it.
A sequel to World War I, as Michael Caine would say. Next question is in the category of Matt Damon. Who directed Downsizing?
I do not like this movie.
I do not. I know Polyam is a fan.
Really disappointing movie.
Yeah, I remember going to see this in the theater and being really bummed because I really enjoyed the trailers. So I was looking forward to it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Joseph.
If it's Alexander Payne.
And Dustin.
It's also. I also said Alexander Payne.
Rizzy.
Alexander Payne.
Twohig.
I was way off. Danny Boy.
Antonio.
Alexander Payne.
And Brian.
Alexander Payne.
All right. Next question is going to be in 80s. In Do the Right Thing, why is Buggin' Out upset about the Hall of Fame in Sal? Oh, I'm sorry. This is a typo. Let me start over. That is a big typo. In Do the Right Thing, why is Buggin' Out upset about the Hall of Fame in Sal's Pizzeria? I just had like a little aneurysm. I figured it out.
So the best of us. You got there in the end.
It's true.
Steered the ship towards the destination.
It's true. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. I believe we are to Dustin.
The great Giancarlo Esposito. There's no
You cut out for a second, Dustin, when you were saying your answer. So what did you have, Dustin?
Wonderful.
It's not wanting to get the answer.
It just happened again, Dustin. I'm not.
There's no brothers on the wall.
Okay.
That's yes.
No, what's the volume issue?
Rizzy.
Oh my God! Please don't hate me for my answer. No brothers / African Americans on the wall.
All right, and Twohig.
Me and Antonio are just having fun at this point, so I said because Sal didn't do the right thing.
Antonio.
That actually could be correct because there's no black people on the wall.
All right, and Brian.
There's no black people.
And Joseph.
I said his name is misspelled.
Oh.
All right, so we are on to the final question.
That's me. Right, so question number 30 in the category of romance. Vanessa Redgrave plays the older version of Saoirse Ronan's character in what romance film? This is one of those movies I've not seen yet.
I have not seen it either.
I really like it, actually.
I've heard good things. 5.
Repeat. Not like that, but I want to
Repeat. Vanessa Redgrave plays the older version of Saoirse Ronan's character in what romance film?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, Mr. Twohig. Okay, we are going to go to Rizzy.
Atonement?
And Twohig.
The one where she's from Ireland?
Antonio.
Atonement.
Brian.
Atonement.
Joseph.
Atonement.
And Dustin.
Also put atonement.
All right, atonement is the correct answer. So with that, scruffy-looking nerf herders have been eliminated. Thanks for playing.
Always a pleasure.
Okay, so we are going to bring in the next team, which is Cult Classics, Barr and Beller.
Hello. We're in. We're here.
You are in, gentlemen. All right, so just to recap, 10 questions from 10 categories and 2 repeats per team. Let's do it. First
Cody,
question.
are you staying on?
First question is going to be in horror. John Krasinski directed what 2018 horror film?
There. That was things while I was away.
Yeah, you okay? Did you have a fun adventure wherever you were?
I went and just hopped on a plane just so I could.
Yeah, we were talking about it so much.
Just gonna text very long.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are going to start with Brian.
Quiet Place.
And Joseph.
A Quiet Place.
Dustin.
A Quiet Place.
Rizzy.
Quiet Place.
Beller.
Quiet Place.
Barr. Okay. Clean sweep on that one.
All right, gentlemen, your next question comes in the category of 70s. Peter Finch played deranged anchor Howard Beale in which 70s drama? You know, Aussie Peter Finch. So I love those Aussie Oscar winners.
Make you proud. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We are going to Joseph.
Miss Mattishill Network.
All right. Dustin.
Network.
Rizzy.
Network.
Beller.
Network.
Barr.
Network.
Brian.
Network.
All right. Another clean sweep. Next question is in classics. Who plays Jimmy Stewart's wife, Jo McKenna, in The Man Who Knew Too Much?
Have you ever been accused of knowing too much?
No. Not in Warzone, at least. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We are going to Dustin first.
Kim Novak.
Rizzy.
Grace Kelly.
Beller.
I put Katharine Hepburn.
Barr.
Picked a Hitchcock film I haven't seen yet, so I just guessed Grace Kelly.
Brian.
I think it's Doris Day.
Joseph.
Also Doris Day.
Blast.
And was that everyone? I'm sorry, did we skip someone?
Yeah.
That was everyone. Yeah, Doris Day is the correct answer.
That could proved to be a huge point.
Yeah, absolutely. The only ones hitting that, Wild Stallions. All right.
Yeah.
Next question.
Next question comes in the category of comedy. In Hot Fuzz, Nicholas and Danny attend an homage to which Shakespeare play?
I'm going to say something very controversial. I have only seen one film from this trilogy, and it is not this one.
It's Short Pilgrim.
Don't think that one counts. 1 hands down. So we are to. I am getting totally lost. Are we to Rizzy on this one? Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, me?
Yes.
All right, 12th Night.
And we will go over to Beller.
Hamlet.
Barr.
Romeo and Juliet.
Brian.
Barr is correct. Romeo and Juliet.
Joseph.
Your hot take was going to be that you don't like this movie, Romeo and Juliet.
I just haven't seen it. And Dustin.
I also put Romeo and Juliet.
All right. All right, next question. It's going to be in Tom Cruise. Jesse Plemons and Domhnall Gleeson star alongside Cruise in what movie?
How is the second name pronounced?
Tim, the answer to the last question was Romeo and Juliet, right?
Yes, it was Romeo and Juliet. Okay. Yes, my bad. Sorry.
All right.
Yeah, so I've got Wild Stallions with 8, Lighted Up 5, Cult Classics 5.
Yeah.
Cool. 5.
Repeat.
All right. Using a repeat for Lighted Up. In Tom Cruise, Jesse Plemons and Domhnall Gleeson star alongside Cruise in which movie? I believe it is Domhnall.
You actually pronounce it Donal. The M is silent.
Donal?
Donal.
Yeah, Donal.
Donald Gleason.
Yeah, whatever.
They're Scottish.
Donald Gleason, there's an M.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Beller.
American Made? Is that even what it's called?
Barr.
Bridge of Spies. Oh, wait. Oh, Tom Cruise. God damn it.
Brian.
Fuck.
That is what it's called, Ethan. American Made.
Joseph.
American Made.
Dustin.
American Made.
Rizzy.
American Made.
All right, that proves to be a big one. Wild Stallions up with 10. Cult Classics has 6. Lighted Up has 7.
It's Miracle Max all over again.
That hurt to watch. Your next
Had worse, don't worry.
Comes in the category of animated. In Kubo and the Two Strings, who voices the villainous sisters?
This movie.
Wait, hold on. I didn't hear that last part.
Who voices the villainous sisters?
Okay.
Movie's awesome. Really, really like this one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Barr first on this one.
Helena Bottom Carter.
Brian.
Rooney Mara. I don't know how you pronounce it.
Joseph.
I pronounce it Rooney Mara.
Dustin.
Andy Newton.
Rizzy.
Rooney Mara.
And Beller.
I just put Charlize Theron.
All right. Next question is gonna. Oh, it was Rooney Mara. It is Rooney Mara. I keep doing that. I'm sorry, guys. Rooney Mara was the correct answer. So I have Wild Stallions with 12, Lighted Up with 8, Cult Classics with 6. And the next category is sci-fi fantasy. Who played the mysterious alien female in Under the Skin? I also very much enjoy this movie.
Great score.
I have yet to show it to Maggie. I think you haven't seen this movie, have you? Yeah. Oh, you did watch. You watched it by yourself. Wow. 5, 4. What a time. 3, 2, 1. Pens down, and we are back up to Brian, I believe.
I still have yet to see it, but I believe it's Scarlett Johansson.
And Joseph?
Scarlett Johansson.
Dustin?
My girl Scarlett Johansson.
Rizzy?
Just watched it. Scarlett Johansson.
Beller?
Scarlett Johansson.
And Barr?
ScarJo.
Yes. ScarJo, correct.
And sweet. All right, your next question comes from the category of westerns. Which western takes place in the town of Rockridge? Yeah, John Roker. What a great show.
I do not enjoy the westerns. They're not my favorite. 5, 4, 3.
Repeat.
2. All right, that's the last repeat for Light It Up for this round.
All right, your category is westerns. Which western takes place in the town of Rockridge?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are going to Joseph first.
I guessed Silverado.
Dustin.
I guessed Unforgiven.
Rizzy.
I put The Magnificent Seven.
Beller.
Also had The Magnificent Seven.
Barr.
Split between Unforgiven and Blazing Saddles.
And Brian.
I am not a fan, but it is Blazing Saddles.
Blazing Saddles is the correct answer. So only Barr and Brian hitting that one as we get into your next question, which is in thriller. What genre of books are the Misery novels in Misery?
your favorite genre?
One. Pens down. We are to Dustin, I believe.
Did mystery?
Rizzy.
Put young adult.
Beller.
Romance.
Barr.
I also have romance.
Brian.
Three Chastain romance novels.
And Joseph.
I was between romance and mystery.
Romance is correct. So with that, Wild Stallions gets up to 16. Cult Classics takes the second place with 11. Light It Up has 10 as we get into the final question.
Yeah, and your final question comes in scores and soundtracks. Which Beatles song plays over the closing shot and into the credits of The Social Network?
Oh, what's the name of that goddamn song?
That is what we're looking for.
Dominic, how you feeling right now?
Not good.
Oh, jeez.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Pens down. Okay. We are to, I don't even remember. I'm so lost. Where are we? Were you at Rizzy? Let's go to Rizzy.
Just pick somebody.
Yellow Submarine.
Beller.
I don't know if you're going to take this, but I wrote While My Guitar Gently Weeps.
That is
not that.
Barr.
It's like the girl something, but I ran out of time, so I said Norwegian Wood.
Brian.
Hope Ethan's wrong, so I couldn't finish writing Guitar Gently Weeps.
Joseph.
No blank boards. Hey, Jude.
Dustin.
Baby, you're a rich man.
That's
Baby, You're a Rich Man
right.
is correct.
All right.
But with that,
Bye, Wild Stallions.
Cold Classics and Light It Up are both eliminated as Wild Stallions has 16 points, Light It Up, and Cold Classics with 11, knocking both of them out. So
Thanks, Dustin. Love you, buddy.
Yeah, I love you too, man.
All right.
Good match, guys.
Yeah, good match.
Good game.
Good round, guys.
All right. So we are going to be bringing in teams 7 and 8. All right, so we are going to bring in team number 7 now, which is Ryehards, Ryan Permison, and Ryan O'Regan. Welcome, gentlemen, to the Thunderdome.
And the next one are available as well.
All right, so the next team is going to be team number 8, Con of the Dead, Jay Burns, and Mark Kameyer. Welcome, Jay and Mark. All right, so for the two teams that just joined, it's going to be 10 questions, 10 random categories. Each team has 2 repeats for the round, so use them wisely. We will get right into it with the first question, which is going to be in Tom Hanks. What was Tom Hanks's directorial debut? Michael, what was your directorial debut?
Honestly, not going to be able to come up with a joke in like 5 seconds.
That's fair. 5.
Yeah.
I thought you were just going to say, like, Psycho or something, too. 1, pens down. We will go to Brian first.
That Thing You Do with exclamation point.
Joseph.
Saw this for a film class. That Thing You Do, exclamation point.
O'Regan.
Didn't pull it, didn't even have the exclamation point.
Permison.
That Thing You Do.
Kameyer.
I hate exclamation points. That Thing You Do.
Jay.
Did not have it.
All right.
We will accept Ryan and Mark.
Yeah.
Next category is thriller. Who stars as Johnny Smith, a man who awakens to find he has psychic powers in 1983's The Dead Zone?
I was asked a question about this movie once, and I said, "Huh?" So So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to go to Joseph first.
Christopher Walken?
O'Regan?
You know, it was Christopher Walken.
And Permison?
No, I said the TV series star Anthony Michael Hall.
All right, Kamire?
Wow, only one impression. Christopher Walken.
Jay?
I'll do an impression if it gets me the points, but I had Michael Bean on my board.
Brian?
Good thing Boatman's not here. Christopher Walken.
That is accurate. Okay. Next question is going to be in Oscars. Who won Best Director for films released in 1989? This has been pretty fun so far. 2 teams getting knocked out of the last one. Yeah, it's pretty epic. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We will go to O'Regan first.
No idea. I went Spielberg.
Permison.
Same thing, partner. Spielberg.
Kamire.
Collectively wrong. Spielberg.
Jay.
Robert Zemeckis.
Brian.
Ollie Stone.
Joseph.
Oliver Stone.
Oliver Stone is the correct answer.
Overachievers.
What movie was that?
Yeah.
One on the
pull.
4th of July.
Good Lord. Good pull, guys.
Fair enough.
Okay, the next question comes in the category of 90s. What are Mario and Luigi's last names in the Super Mario Brothers movie?
No, I love this question.
Dumbest question ever.
Oh my god.
Oh, I love this movie.
This
bro.
brings back 90s memories, fellas.
This is way too canon.
5.
The first movie in the Smash Brothers
4,
cinematic universe.
You said their last name.
All right, enough of the crosstalk. All right, let's go to I believe we're at Permison?
Mario and Luigi Mario.
Kamire.
Mario. Why?
Jay.
Mario, and Luigi Mario.
Brian.
Mario.
Joseph.
Mario.
And O'Regan.
To be fair, Joseph, it's me, Mario.
Fair.
All right. Next question is going to be in comic book movies. What is the name of the symbiote that bonds with Carlton Drake in Venom?
What movie, Tim?
Are you looking for me to say Venom? Okay, got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Kamire. Yes. Jay.
Riot.
Brian.
Riot.
Joseph.
I went with the on-the-nose answer, the symbiote.
O'Regan.
He was anything but quiet. His name was Riot.
And Permison.
Similar. Alien symbiote. Joseph.
Riot was the correct answer.
Your next question comes in the category of family. In Home Alone, what is the name of the crime movie that Kevin watches? Home Alone a staple in December for you, Tim?
I'm sorry, what?
Is Home Alone a staple in December for you?
No. I've seen it, but I came to it a little late. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Jay.
Bullets for gangs.
Brian.
Angels with Filthy Souls.
Joseph.
Keep the change. And Angels with Filthy Souls.
O'Regan.
No idea. I just said sleigh bells.
Permison.
That would be the one and only Angels with Filthy Souls.
And Kamire.
Oops, I said flies with filthy souls.
All right. Next question is in coming of age. Who plays Cat Stratford in 10 Things I Hate About You. I like this movie, though.
I was going to say, we won't get too literal with this question because it could turn me. But yeah, really good movie.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go back up to Brian.
I don't know the other girl's name, so I'm hoping it's Julia Stiles.
Joseph.
I also said Julia Stiles, but I don't think it's her.
O'Regan.
I too went with Julia Stiles because I didn't think it was Larissa.
Permison.
Larissa, lady, that's right.
Julia Stiles.
Kamire.
Not The Secret Life of Alex Mack Girl, Julia Stiles.
Jay.
I also have Julia Stiles on my board.
You're all correct.
Oh,
Everyone got so sad giving that answer.
And I didn't say Larissa because there's no way I was getting her last name.
Bianca.
Okay. Next question is Michael's. Sorry. Go ahead.
Actors and actresses. Ty Sheridan made his feature film debut in which Brad Pitt starring 2010's film, The Decade?
I like Brad Pitt.
Yeah, he's what a legend.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Can you repeat the question, please?
Yes.
The category actors and actresses. Ty Sheridan made his feature film debut in which Brad Pitt starring 2010's film?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Joseph.
Between two, I said World War Z.
O'Regan.
Maybe way off, but I said Killing Them Softly.
Permison.
Same thing, partner. Killing Them Softly.
Kamire.
Nope, it's a yikes. It's Tree of Life.
Jay.
I have Curious Case of Benjamin Button on my board.
Brian.
Tree of Life.
Tree of Life is the correct answer.
Jeez, good poll, guys.
Thank you, Brian.
My God.
All right. Next question is in Tom Cruise. In A Few Good Men, what order does Colonel Jessup give his men that lead to the death of Marine Private Santiago?
Oh, yeah.
This is one of those movies that I haven't seen that I really need to watch.
Oh, it's such a good movie.
The only Aaron Sorkin movie you should watch.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I kind of disagree with you on that one, but all right.
All right.
Said it.
No. Okay. All right. We are going to O'Regan first, I think.
Nothing.
Okay. Permison.
Code Red.
Kamire.
Would you accept Order to Kill?
Jay.
To abandon their post.
Brian.
Or does it give him a code red?
Joseph.
Code Red, not blue.
Code Red is what we were looking for.
But what is Code Red?
It's a great version of Mountain Dew.
All right, guys. No,
Not that one.
We got to stop the crosstalk. All right, Michael, give me the next one.
Your final question of the round is in rom-coms, romantic comedies. In Couples Retreat, Vince Vaughn and the resort manager face off against each other in which video game?
God. Jeez, that's a throwback.
Couples Retreat?
I have no idea what you just said. What?
It's fine.
Yeah, I didn't hear that last part. Can I get a repeat the question?
Yeah, okay. In Couples Retreat, Vince Vaughn and the resort manager face off against each other in which video game?
Video game?
Yeah, video game.
I think Maggie is enjoying Gilmore Girls, though.
Who wouldn't?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Permison.
No idea. Mario Kart?
Kamire.
Guitar Hero.
Jay.
Guitar Hero.
Brian.
Guitar Hero.
Joseph.
But I also said Mario Kart.
And O'Regan.
Street Fighter, because that's a real competition game, not that Guitar Hero bullshit.
All right, so with that, the Riehards have been eliminated. Wild Stallions won that round with 17 points. Con of the Dead in second with 11. Riehards in last with 9. Thank you, gentlemen, for coming. All right, so team number 9 joining us is Jurassic Sharks, Kirk Kowalkowski, Sean Wasserkrug. Welcome to the Thunderdome, gentlemen. 10 questions, 2 repeats per team, so use them wisely. Let's do it. First question in this round is going to be in 70s. Which 1977 film was Steven Spielberg's follow-up to Jaws?
Love Jaws.
9 teams have entered. Who will remain?
Welcome to your night.
That was my trailer voice. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Brian.
Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Joseph.
Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Meyer.
Couldn't finish writing, so it didn't matter.
Jay.
I had Close Encounters of the Fourth Kind on my board.
Oh, Kirk.
Damn it.
Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Sean.
Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
All right, so everyone hitting except for Con of the Dead as we get into the next question.
Yeah, and your next question comes in 90s. Which film in the Rocky franchise was released in the 90s?
You know what else was released in the 90s?
Is it you?
Brzakala.
Yeah.
So it was a bad decade for everyone at that point. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's go to Joseph.
The worst one, Rocky 5.
Kamire.
Rocky 5.
Jay.
I think the saying's Rocky 5 is alive, right?
Kirk.
The second worst one, Rocky 5.
Ooh,
debatable.
That's an interesting take. Sean.
It is the worst one, Rocky 5.
Yeah.
We'll talk later,
And Brian.
I wrote Rocky V. I'm 5. That's right.
Yes, Rocky 5 is the correct answer. All right, guys, your next
Everyone's
question.
like, "Yeah, doing the wrong."
Your next question is in quotes. Name the comic book character that says the following quote. Let's just say I'm Frankenstein's monster and I'm looking for my creator. I don't think I'm legally allowed.
You just say the character, right? Not the movie?
The character.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
1. Oh, Mark getting a repeat in there for Con of the Dead. Your question again in quotes. Name the comic book character that says the quote. Let's just say I'm Frankenstein's monster and I'm looking for my creator.
Couldn't add any more gravitas to it. If you did, it would have been the line perfect.
That's always my struggle. There was earlier in the match, there was a Ted quote, and it took everything in me to not do my Ted voice. I didn't even ask the question. I was just sitting back wanting to. 5.
Do it now. Do it now.
3, 2, 1. We are to Kamire.
Wow. I blanked, so I just said Blade.
Jay.
Magnet King himself, Magneto or Eric Lyncher.
Kirk.
I said Two-Face.
Sean.
Rorschach.
Brian.
I believe it's in First Class, Magneto.
It is in First Class. That is correct. And Joseph.
Magneto/Eric Lensher.
All right. Magneto is correct. Wild Stallions is in the lead 6. Jurassic Sharks 4. Con of the Dead 3.
Yeah, and your next category is drama. Which 90s film chronicles the downward spiral of teenager Jim Carroll, who was portrayed by Leonardo DiCaprio?
I like Leonardo DiCaprio.
Swell guy.
Just a
Young?
swell. Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We will go to Jay on this one.
No fucking clue, dude. What's eating Gilbert Grape?
Kirk.
I said This Boy's Life.
Sean.
The Basketball Diaries.
Brian.
It is Basketball Diaries.
And Joseph.
Oh, so between Basketball Diaries and This Boy's Life, went with the Basketball Diaries.
Kamire.
Keeping it on brand for mix is Catch Me If You Can.
All right. So Basketball Diaries was the correct answer. Next question is in horror. The 2007 film P2 mainly takes place inside what specific type of location? I have seen this movie.
I own it on DVD.
I do not own it on DVD, but I have seen it. 5. I think I watched it on demand. 3. It is not. 1. Pens down. Kirk.
Parking garage?
Sean.
It's a nuclear reactor plant.
Brian.
Parking garage.
Joseph.
Parking garage.
Kamire.
Wow, I said morgue.
And Jay.
I'm so glad I changed it from lot to garage. Parking garage.
Yeah.
Parking garage is what we were looking for.
And your next category is musicals. What does Sebastian name his jazz club at the end of La La Land?
How do you feel about this movie?
I like it. It's always tough when movies get just spammed to death in this community. I love it. I love La La Land, but it's like, is it one of my favorites? It was when I watched it.
That's fair.
It's a real third world struggle I'm dealing with.
3, 2, 1. We will go to Sean first on this one.
I said SAGs. I know it's not right.
Brian.
Sebs.
Joseph.
Oh, that's what it is.
Sebs.
Kamire.
The Iceberg Club.
Jay.
Jazz, because that movie's fucking basic, just like this sound.
Kirk.
I don't know if you're going to me on spelling this. I said Zebs.
It is Sebs with an S.
Because his name's Sebastian.
Because his name's Sebastian, yeah. So Sebs is what we were looking for. So with that, Wild Stallions is up 12. Jurassic Sharks 6. Con 4. As we get into the next question, scores and soundtracks. Who composed the score for 1978's Superman the Movie?
We don't really see enough of Out of Character the movie anymore.
That's true. Like Marangoni the movie. Like we wouldn't. It would probably be something like Marangoni : I don't know. Something. 5, 4.
Let There Be Carnage.
1. Yeah. Fucking A. All right. We're back up to Brian.
All due respect to Maggie, the musical goat, John Williams.
That is, yes. Okay. Joseph.
I played this music in an orchestra, John Williams.
And Kamire.
You and me, Marangoni soundtrack match. John Williams.
Jay.
Juan Gilliams, John Williams.
Kirk.
John Williams.
And Sean.
Sweep, John Williams.
All right. Yes, clean sweep on that one.
All right, your next question comes in Cody's favorite, Denzel Washington. Which instrument does Denzel play in Mo Better Blues?
I saw this a long, long time ago. It feels like, at least. It was probably only like 4 or 5 years ago. I don't know.
This ain't right.
5.
It's probably
4,
December.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Joseph.
I believe it's trumpet.
And Kamire?
Trumpet.
Jay.
Saxophone.
Kirk.
Saxophone.
Sean.
It was trumpet or saxophone. I said saxophone.
Brian. Trumpet is the correct answer.
Full mark.
That was a huge pull by Mark there.
Yeah. Con of the Dead only 1 point behind Jurassic Sharks now as we get into the next category, coming of age. In The Edge of 17, Woody Harrelson's character offers Nadine half of what food item at lunch? I love this movie. This movie slaps. Oh, Jake. Oh, Jake. Here for your looks and your mediocre opinion about The Edge of 17. 5, 4, 3, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Kameyer.
Sandwich?
Jay.
I also said sandwich.
Kirk.
Sandwich.
Sean.
I said Twinkie.
Brian.
I also say with a question mark, sandwich.
Joseph.
I went, I guess, with a too specific kind of sandwich, a hamburger.
Everyone is incorrect. We were looking for cookie.
Oh, right.
A cookie.
Sean was closer with Twinkie.
Sean was closer.
And I see why you did that.
with Twinkie. I was thinking it, yeah.
I was thinking like six
different spellings on sandwich there, so I enjoyed that. Your last question of the round comes in action. At the end of The Accountant, Dana receives a painting by which abstract expressionist painter?
Jesus.
I'm just asking a question.
Shut up.
Wow. Michael, you gotta shush it.
Ooh, awkward. Ooh.
Oh,
Everybody,
that was a great moment. Moment of the year, quote, the shut up moment. 5.
Is that Dustin?
3,
Shut up about The Accountant.
1. Pens down. We are going to Jay first.
I said Salvador Dali.
Kirk.
Picasso.
Sean.
I also said Picasso.
Brian.
Let's study this for an Anna Kendrick strength. Jackson Pollock.
Joseph.
Vincent Van Gogh.
And Kameyer.
I mean, underrated flick. Jackson Pollock.
That is correct. But with that, Mark actually takes out Con of the Dead and Jurassic Sharks.
Oh, no.
Yes, it was Wild Stallions with 17. Con of the Dead and Jurassic Sharks both only having 8. They are both out with that answer. So,
conspiracy.
Wow. The second double out.
Blame Mark, not us.
Conspiracy.
That was fun, guys. All right, have a good one. I'm about out of here.
There you guys.
All right, yeah.
All right, so another double elimination, but we are here with next team. The next team is team number 10, Bombardment Society. Zach Ford, Kaleb Boatman. They are here as team number 10. Welcome, gentlemen, to the Thunderdome.
We got this, Brian. We can still get this.
And team number 11 joining as well for this round is Waterloo, Adelaide Spence, and Cam Redshaw, otherwise known as Doc, the Doctor. I don't fucking know, but they're here. Welcome to the Thunderdome. Okay, guys, we are going to have 10 questions, 10 random categories. Each team has 2 repeats. Use them wisely. Okay, so we will get started with question 1 for you guys in family. What animal is the titular character in the film Racing Stripes?
I don't understand this. I saw it twice because we went to go see it one time and they weren't showing up. So.
Oh, that's I'm sorry. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. We are going to start with Adelaide.
Zebra.
Brian.
Zebra.
Joseph.
I saw this 3 times in the theater. Zebra.
Jesus Christ. Doc.
I wanted to do what Brian did, but yeah, zebra.
All right, Boatman.
A significant part of my childhood, a zebra.
And Zach, Sarah, and Theo.
Yeah, zebra.
All right. Clean sweep on that one.
I'll remember to change that one day.
All right. Your second question comes in quotes. Which action movie features the following quote? I'm Agent Johnson, and this is Special Agent Johnson. No relation.
Oh, man. We've now had 11 of the 15 teams. We're getting down to the end. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to, that does say Doc the Cock. What the hell? Brian.
Why, it's Die Hard, of course.
All right. Joseph.
I don't have it. I forgot it.
All right. Doc.
The nickname was gifted to me by Thomas Scully. Die Hard.
Well, that makes a lot of sense then. Boatman.
If Brian would have missed it, I would have had a stroke. Die Hard.
And Zach.
I wrote a bunch of gibberish.
All right. And Adelaide.
I didn't have it.
Okay. All right. Next question is going to be in musicals. In which musical directed by Milos Forman will you find the song Aquarius, Let the Sun Shine In?
Milos.
What?
I'm just helping, sorry.
If it's not in the 20 categories of fandom, I do not know how to say it correctly. We should all know this by now. And even that...
Those Forman's
What'd you say?
Go Joffrey Rush.
That too, yeah. See, I still don't even know. Pens down. We are to Joseph.
No idea. Vanity.
Doc.
Is it Hair?
Boatman.
This movie literally has a song called Sodomy. Hair.
Zach.
Hair.
Adelaide.
Xanadu.
And Brian.
Hair.
All right.
Forgot he directed that.
Yeah.
Love a good Xanadu. Shout out.
I didn't remember directing. I just knew the songs.
Just your next question comes in sports. Varsity Blues centers around which sport?
You have a sport that you enjoy?
I do, but I'm not going to say because that would eliminate an option.
It's fair. It's fair. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Interesting. We'll go to Doc first.
I went with football.
And Boatman.
American football.
And Zach.
I also wrote American football.
Adelaide.
I wrote just foot and the ball.
Brian.
American football.
And Joseph.
I just wrote football.
We can accept football. Just football as an answer as well. All right. Next question is in fantasy. Who plays Hades in Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief? Not to be confused with Percy Jackson and the Thunder Thief.
Ooh.
It's a completely different film. Where Jake is the character. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Boatman first.
I only know this because of Cameron Holtzman. Steve Coogan.
Okay. That is Zach.
Put Ray Fiennes.
Adelaide.
I put Martin Short.
Brian.
I almost put Ray for this Clash of the Titans. Steve Coogan.
Joseph.
I didn't almost put Ray. Steve Coogan.
And Doc.
I think Dennis Leary is close enough.
Unfortunately, it's not. Steve Coogan is the correct answer. So, Boatman, Brian, Joseph all hit that one. Wild Stallions and Bombardment are currently tied 8-8. Waterloo with 6.
All right, your next question comes in the category of directors. Who directed 1982's Creep Show?
I'm trying to think of a joke, and I have one, but I don't know if it's necessarily appropriate. So I'm just gonna keep it to myself. Maybe I'll tell you after. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Zach first on this one.
Wes Craven.
And Adelaide.
Put Toby Hooper.
Brian.
George A. Romero.
Joseph.
George A. Romero.
Doc.
Also said Wes Craven.
Boatman.
Thank you, Adam Collins. George A. Romero.
George A. Romero. Boatman thanking a lot of people for the answers that he knows. Boatman apparently doesn't watch movies, but people tell him information.
No, I studied that because of Adam Collins.
Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, fair enough. Okay. Next question.
Maybe you should just not choose strengths against them.
Next question in classics.
Yeah.
Is it mine?
Yeah. No, it's yours.
Okay. Classics. Akira Kurosawa directed which seminal 1954 action film? Yeah. Good stuff. This has been a good round so far.
That seminal. What was it?
4. I've actually seen this one. 2.
Oh.
1. Pens down.
Shit.
We're up to Adelaide, I believe.
I'm going to hope you like 3.5-hour movies. 7 Samurai?
Brian.
I don't know release date, so I just picked one. 7 Samurai.
Joseph.
My first Kurosawa film, 7 Samurai.
Doc.
7 Samurai.
Boatman.
I still need to see it. 7 Samurai.
And Zach.
7 Samurai.
7 Samurai is correct. I do enjoy long films, Adelaide, if they are good. So, just because I want to make sure I got it right, I've got Wild Stallions 12, Bombardment 11, Waterloo 8.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
All right. Category is horror. What is the name of the camp in the Friday the 13th franchise?
The name of the what, sorry?
Name of the camp.
Camp, okay. Sorry, yes, thank you.
They just released announced.
Can I get a repeat, please?
Yeah, I'll run my joke. That's all right.
Can I have a repeat? Sorry.
Yeah, we got you.
What is the name of the camp in the Friday the 13th franchise?
The whole franchise?
Yes.
I'll stick with it.
How many questions are left after this?
2.
Okay, thank you.
5.
Sim pretty Adelaide. We got this.
2. 1. Pens down. Let's go to Brian.
I think he was changed in some later ones, but if Camp Crystal Lake.
Joseph.
A sleepover camp.
Doc.
Camp Crystal Lake.
Boatman.
Crystal Lake.
Can we accept Crystal Lake without the camp?
Yeah, I mean,
we said camp in the question.
Okay, that's fine. I just want to make sure. Okay, Zach.
Camp Crystal Lake.
Okay, and Adelaide.
Camp Crystal Lake.
All
right. We also would have accepted Forest Green. Camp Forest Green.
Yeah, okay. I thought they changed to something. I couldn't remember the other name though.
All right. Your next question, guys, is in action. In the John Wick films, what is the name of the manager of the New York Continental? The macaw giving a shake head on that one. Oh, it's not because of us. It's because of Gilmore Girls. What's happening?
Bloody Rory. Swear to God.
The guy she kissed, what? 5, 4.
Repeat the
We're
question.
getting the play-by-play with the macaw.
Repeat.
I'm sorry, repeat. Who used the repeat?
I did.
Okay. In the John Wick films, what is the name of the manager of the New York Continental? That was a repeat for Waterloo.
This week on Watch Alongs, Gilmore Girls.
Rory and Dean are a toxic couple. Change my mind.
Boatman said Rory and Dean are a toxic couple. Change my mind. 5, 4. Well, she has opinions. 2, 1. Pens down. Joseph.
Almost wrote Crystal Lake on the last one. Winston.
Doc.
Winston.
All right. Boatman.
I also said Winston.
Zach.
The very classy name, Sam.
Adelaide.
I had Constance.
And Brian.
Winston.
Winston is the correct answer.
Right, and your last question comes in crime. In the town, Jeremy Renner's character has an identifying tattoo located on which part of his body?
This movie is awesome as well. Director's cut is good too. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Doc on this one.
It's on his back?
Boatman.
I said arm.
Zach.
Zach.
Adelaide.
Yeah, Doc. I put neck.
Brian.
I also said neck.
Joseph.
I said the back of his neck?
Neck is what we were looking for. I think we can also accept back of his neck.
Yeah.
So with that, Waterloo has been eliminated.
Had a good score there. Had a good score.
Yes,
Highly class. Let's do this.
Had a higher score than the last.
What was the score?
It was Wild Stallions with 17. Bombardment had 14. Waterloo had 12. The last team to be eliminated with 12 was back in the second round of the match. So very good job that round.
It.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We're good at
Waterloo.
losing.
Win this boat.
we lose well.
Yeah.
All right. As I open my third beer of this match, we are going to introduce team number 12, which is Pain and Gain.
Oh, nice.
Scott Harvey, Ryan Payne. All right, guys. So we are going to be doing 10 questions. Each team has 2 repeats for the round. Please, please, please keep all crosstalk at a minimum. Just write your answer, show us the answer. Let's move on. We have a lot more teams to go through. So with that, we will get to question number 1. All right, so question number 1 is in romance. In 500 Days of Summer, at the end of the film, Tom meets a woman whose name is what? This is a good one.
That is a great, honest trailer.
That is also true. This is also true. Cody in the chat making the funnies. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We will start with Scott.
My friend hated the entire movie because of this line, Autumn.
Brian.
Beautiful Minka Kelly, yes, Autumn.
Joseph.
Autumn.
Ryan.
Autumn.
Zach.
Autumn.
And Boatman.
Woody hates it when I'm happy. Autumn.
All right, clean sweep.
All right, Gemma, your next category is directors, and it's simply who directed Forrest Gump. My name's Forrest Gump.
Laughs like a bomb. I can't do it. I
want to know what love is.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We will go to Brian.
Jenny is not a villain, Cody. Robert Zemeckis.
Joseph.
He's just a jerk. Robert Zemeckis.
Ryan.
Yeah, Robert Zemeckis.
Zach.
Robert Zemeckis.
Boatman.
Bobby Z. Robert Zemeckis.
Okay, Scott.
Robert Zemeckis.
Another clean sweep. All right. Off to a good start as we get into the next category of Westerns. Joaquin Phoenix and John C. Reilly play outlaw brothers in what 2017 Western?
Also, US released in 2018.
Okay.
One of those weird movies where
I was going to say, I
played
definitely
in,
saw this in
Maine.
here, and I don't think it was then, but that's fine.
Played in Maine in 2017, so now that's where it is.
5.
That was my bad.
3, 2,
Yes, come on.
1. Pens down. Let's go to Joseph.
The Sisters Brothers.
Ryan.
The Sisters Brothers.
Zach.
The Sister Brothers. I missed the S. So, is what it is.
Boatman.
The Sisters Brothers.
Scott.
The Sisters Brothers.
And Brian.
The Sisters Brothers.
The Sisters Brothers is correct. So with that, everyone hits except for Zach as we get into the next one.
Yeah. Next question comes in biopics. Who plays Erin's neighbor, George, in Erin Brockovich? I don't know what it is with you and Cody are on a call, and Esther's just magically.
This is just getting dropped left and right. Yeah, no, it happens often. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to Ryan first on this one.
Can't remember. Aaron Eckhart?
Zach.
Aaron Eckhart.
Boatman.
Aaron Eckhart.
Scott.
Aaron Eckhart.
Brian. And Joseph.
Albert Finney.
Oh, all right. So, with that one, Pain and Gain takes the lead. 8. Wild Stallions Bombardment tied at 7. All right. Next question is in Coming of Age. Matthew Modine plays an aimless high school wrestler in which 1985 sports movie?
Are you aimless in life, Tim?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
One could say. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We are going to start with Zach on this one.
Vision Quest.
Boatman.
Weird Madonna cameo, Vision Quest.
Scott.
No, I said heavyweights. I didn't know.
Brian.
Vision Quest.
Joseph.
I don't want to show my answer. I'm sorry, Brian.
And Ryan.
No, I thought Blue Chips.
All right, so Bombardment
Huge
takes
question.
the lead on that one. 9. Pain and Gain and Wild Stallions now tied at 8.
All right, your next question is drama. David Lynch directed what 1980 historical drama? That question. Get intense in here.
Yeah, this is the closest round I think we've had so far.
I will say Wild Stallions probably shouldn't be too stressed about any misses. I'm just going to put that out there.
That's fair. They've been in here quite a while. Since the beginning, one would say. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Boatman first.
The Elephant Man.
Scott.
The Elephant Man.
Brian.
Elephant Man.
Joseph.
The Elephant Man.
Ryan.
I couldn't pull it.
And Zach.
The Elephant Man.
All right, with that, Bombardment stays in the lead. Wild Stallions
You're
now
good,
has
Ryan.
10. Pain and Gain has 9. Next question is in 2000s. Julia Roberts plays the character Tess in what franchise? Five, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat.
1. All right. Repeat for bombardment. In 2000s, Julia Roberts played the character Tess in what franchise? If anyone's interested, Maggie has made a fishing rod in Animal Crossing. So things are heating up not only in there, but also in Gilmore Girls. 5, 4. It's a magical night. 3, 2, 1. And we will go back to the top with Scott.
Always a magical night in Stars Hollow. Ocean's franchise.
That is correct. Brian.
The Ocean series, yeah.
Joseph.
Ocean's 11/Ocean's franchise.
Ryan.
Yeah, Ocean's franchise.
Zach.
Ocean's 11 franchise.
And Boatman.
The Ocean's trilogy.
We can accept that as well. All right.
All right, your next question comes in the category of war. In Full Metal Jacket, what phrase is written on Joker's helmet?
This is one I've got to rewatch. I haven't seen this one in a long time.
Yeah, I like it.
I like it. I liked it a lot when I saw it. I just haven't seen it in probably 3 or 4 years. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go to Brian.
Right there on the cover in the poster, Born to Kill.
And Joseph.
I see Kaleb doesn't like the newest from in that last series, Born to Kill.
All right, Ryan.
Oh, I said War Dog.
Zach.
Fuck you. Would have been great on the poster.
Boatman.
Born to Kill.
All right, Scott.
Nope. Live free or die.
All right. Next question is in the category of animated. In Wall-E, what type of insect does Wall-E befriend? Notice how I put the emphasis there on Wall-E. There's a dash there. It's not just Wall-E. Wall-E.
Where's I want to be able to. Where's Wall-E?
1. Pens down. We are over to Joseph first.
Cockroach.
And Ryan.
Cockroach.
All right, Zach.
The sexiest of insects, the cockroach.
Yikes, Boatman.
You stinking cockroach.
Scott.
It was fun while it lasted. I said butterfly.
And Brian.
It will outlive us all. Cockroach.
That is probably true. Cockroach is the correct answer.
All right, and moving to your final question, which comes into musicals. What is Anna's profession in 1956's The King and I?
Not The King and I. The King and
I in your King and I.
Well, who would be the I? Or who would...
Just
what?
5, 4...
I was like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, whatever. Okay. Let's go to Ryan.
Oh, yeah, I think this is over. I said teacher.
And Zach.
Teacher.
All right, Boatman.
A rejected team name for Clash at Demon Head. Teacher.
Sure. Scott.
Nope. Ballerina.
Brian.
Teacher.
And Joseph.
Did I go too specific? English teacher?
I'm not sure. I believe we just have teacher.
I don't think it matters. So.
All right, so yeah, it doesn't matter really. So
good luck, guys.
Teachers are the worst. Anyway.
So yeah, with that, Pain and Gain has been eliminated. 2 very good rounds for Wild Stallions and Bombardment, both scoring 18 points. But with that, Pain and Gain, you have been eliminated. Thanks for playing. Next time, you guys did play great. 13 points.
Oof.
All right, so we are going to bring in team number 13, a team that has no name, a team that is new, a team that I am terrified of, and that is the team of Jacoby Bancroft and Aaron J. Jacoby Bancroft and Aaron J. A team that has no name. All right, guys, this is how it's going to work. There's going to be 10 questions, 10 random categories. You each have 2 repeats for the entirety of the round. Let's get right into it. Question number 1 is in family. Bill Pullman and Christina Ricci star in which 90s family film?
Big stakes for Bartman in this round. If they survive this round, I believe they tie.
That seems correct to me, Ghost Rider. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heads down. We will start with Kobe on this one.
Casper.
Joseph.
Casper.
Brian.
Casper.
Aaron.
I went with Casper.
All right. Boatman.
Casper.
Kaleb. Okay. And Zach.
The Addams Family.
Oh, all right. So Zach, the only one missing that Casper, was the correct answer.
Yep. Your next category is thrillers. Which 1962 film sees Betty Davis and Joan Crawford as aging actresses living in an old mansion? Do you have eyes like Betty Davis?
Do I have eyes like Betty Davis? Is that what you just asked me?
Yeah, the
As
song.
a song reference.
Guys, I said that if it doesn't have the Hulk in it, I don't understand what you're talking about. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Joseph.
Whatever happened to Baby Jane?
Brian.
Whatever happened to Baby Jane?
Aaron.
I had Bringing Up Baby.
Boatman.
Whatever happened to Baby Jane?
Zach.
Whatever happened to Baby Jane?
And Kobe.
Hollywood Story.
All right.
guess.
Whatever happened to Baby Jane was what we were looking for. So with that, Wild Stallions takes the lead 4, Bombardment 3, Jacoby and Aaron 2. Next question is in Coen Brothers. In Hail Caesar, Alden Ehrenreich's character is known for starring in films from which genre?
Well, I love the way you pronounce genre there.
Genre, the hard G. Oh, Maggie caught a fish. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
You just quit and watch that instead.
We're eating tonight.
We eating tonight. 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Go to Brian first on this one.
Western movies.
Aaron.
I went with Noir.
Boatman.
Westerns.
Zach.
Westerns.
Jacoby.
Westerns.
Westerns is... Oh, I'm sorry, Joseph. My bad.
Westerns.
Westerns is correct, yes.
And we should tell Jacoby and Aaron that Maggie is playing Animal Crossing. She's just not out fishing.
She's not out
outside his window fishing.
That was my assumption, that she was just, fishing in a koi pond outside, but okay.
Correct.
Your next category is romance. Richard Linklater directed which 1995 romance film?
Romance.
What are you?
To Be in Love. What a
Finally.
What a dream.
Humble brag.
That's not what I'm sorry. 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We are going to Aaron first on this one.
Before Sunrise.
Boatman.
Before Sunrise.
Zach.
Before Sunrise.
Jacoby.
I said before sunset. Dang it.
Joseph.
Before Sunrise.
And Brian.
Still the best of the trilogy. Before Sunrise.
Before Sunrise is correct. Okay, guys, your next question is in the category of Westerns. In what Western will you hear the following line? I'm your Huckleberry.
I didn't even realize what I did until you did. I apologize.
I thought right away, and I said, that Michael. that silly boy. Skipping questions. Oh, no, it's all good. We made it happen.
Oh, yeah.
5, 4, 3. Am I losing it? Maybe. 1. Pens down. Let's go to Boatman first.
Hail Caesar. Just kidding. Tombstone.
And Zach.
Oh, it's way off. I put the searchers.
Jacoby.
Tombstone.
Joseph.
Tombstone.
Brian.
About the great outlaw Wyatt Earp. Tombstone.
Aaron.
Tombstone.
Tombstone is the correct answer. Brian referencing something that nobody else here
Nobody's gonna see it
at this point. So I feel like I missed a point somewhere. I have Wild Stallions 10, Bombardment 8, 5. Jacoby and Aaron, is that right?
I have them at 6.
I have 6.
That's what I missed then. Okay.
Need those coins.
Okay.
Yeah, we do.
All right, your next category is crime. Name one of the 3 casinos being robbed in 2001's Ocean's 11. Just realized there's like 2 back-to-back Ocean's questions.
I cut out for a second, so I heard and then it. Now
You
I'm
just
back.
that was the question. Yeah, 1. Name 1.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question, please.
All right.
All good. Name one of the 3 casinos being robbed in 2001's Ocean's 11.
That was Joseph using a repeat?
Yes.
Yeah, you just wanted the right time.
Oh, okay. Perfect. All right. Just watched this movie the other night. The macaw said, I was taken aback.
Jake's heart.
Boatman is hurt. Boatman is hurt about Ocean's
Looks like a
11.
sad puppy.
Pens down. What? Well, we'll get back to that. Boatman.
The Bellagio.
Let's go to Zach.
Yeah, Bellagio. Hope.
Right. Jacoby.
MGM.
And Joseph.
I almost put MGM. The Mirage.
Brian.
I went Bellagio.
Aaron.
Crossed out Bellagio and put Caesar's Palace.
So everyone is correct except for Aaron. We would have accepted MGM, Bellagio, or Mirage.
Mine was a pure guess.
I literally had it
I
and
had
I crossed
Oasis
it out.
first, then changed it to Mirage.
All right, guys. Is it my question? Yes, it is. Yes. Okay. Your next question is in 2000s. In Hannibal, who plays the wealthy Mason Verger, the only surviving victim of Hannibal Lecter?
Matt just looked at you like you spoke gibberish.
Fair.
You fan of the Hannibal Lecter franchise?
Yeah, I like these movies. 5, 4. There's one that I've never seen. 2, 1. Pens down. I don't remember where we are. I think we're at Zach.
Ed Norton.
Jacoby.
Gary Oldman.
Joseph.
Also Gary Oldman.
Brian.
Gary Oldman.
Aaron.
Yeah, I had Liev Schreiber.
And Boatman.
He's always covered in weird makeup. Gary Oldman.
All right.
Right.
Gary Oldman was the correct answer.
All right. Next category is animated. In The Secret of Nim, Timothy is diagnosed with what illness?
He actually watched this.
Nimmer.
However you say it.
Who will Caleb thank for this answer? I wonder.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go back up to Jacoby.
Pneumonia.
Joseph.
Asthma.
Brian.
Tuberculosis.
Aaron.
Man, I'm wishing this kid good luck. Leukemia.
Boatman.
Pneumonia.
Zach.
Polio.
Pneumonia is the correct answer. So Jacoby and Boatman both hitting that one. Right now I've got the score Wild Stallions 15, Bombardment 11, Jacoby and Aaron 9.
Oh, comeback time.
Yeah, here we go.
That matches. We're good?
We'll take our daily double here.
All right. You good, Michael?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, it's you. You're good.
Oh, okay.
No, it is me. I'm sorry. I'm fucking
losing
distracted by Animal Crossing.
goddamn mind. No, sorry, guys. It's Oscars.
Do you want me to just ask this question?
Yeah, I got it. Sigourney Weaver was nominated for 2 films in 1988. For Working Girl and what other film?
And yeah, the films were released in 1988. It's just what I want to
Not that
one. To answer Cody's previous question of am I losing it, apparently the answer is yes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Joseph.
Gorillas in the Mist.
Brian.
Gorillas in the Mist.
Aaron.
I had nothing.
Boatman.
Gorillas in the Mist.
Zach.
Gorillas in the Mist.
And Jacoby.
Is this like a well-known movie or something? Aliens.
That's what I'm saying too. I've never heard of this movie.
Yeah.
The biopic about the band Gorillas.
Oof.
That joke landed. The next category, biopic.
Congo.
Biopic. Alfred Molina played painter Diego Rivera in which biopic? Doc Ock.
The final question of the round.
Uh-oh.
For 13 points.
5, 4.
That would put us in the lead, right? We're not that far behind.
Pens down. Let's go to Brian.
I think it's just called Frida. I'm not sure.
Aaron.
I went with Frida as well.
Boatman.
Frida.
Zach.
Frida.
Jacoby.
Frida, but I'm the only one who spelled it wrong, apparently.
Joseph.
Frida.
Frida is the correct answer, and with that, Jacoby and Aaron have been eliminated.
Shocker.
Thanks for playing tonight, guys. All right. We are on to team number 14, and that team is Fuck You, Lucas. We've got Jim Green coming in clutch. Team number 14. Welcome, gentlemen. All right. So, guys, 10 questions, 10 random categories. Each team gets 2 repeats. Use them wisely. All right. First question is in thrillers. What actor's directorial debut was the 1971 film Play Misty for Me? All right, so I used the bathroom. I'm feeling better. I'm still not drunk, so I don't know what the fuck was going on with that last round, but man alive. I think I'm going to redeem myself here.
It can't be quite crazier than your Twitter timeline during that PS5 reveal, Tim.
Man, don't even get me started. Pens down. We'll start with Lucas.
Alan J. Pakula?
Joseph.
Clint Eastwood.
Brian.
Clint Eastwood.
Jim.
I said Clint Eastwood.
Congrats.
Boatman.
My favorite Gorillaz song, Clint Eastwood.
And Zach.
And Eastwood.
All right, so everyone hitting that except Lucas.
Having the gorillas.
I got perfect in my last few matches. Oh, I'm Lucas.
Your next category is classics. Fritz Lang directed what 1931 German crime thriller starring Peter Lorre? I'm honestly excited to see what Jim writes.
I love all three teams on this this panel right now.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Joseph.
I have a really bad poster drawing. M.
And Brian.
I thought you were writing for a long time and it scared me, Joseph. M.
Jim.
I have that letter in my answer. Venom by Eminem.
Kaleb Boatman.
M.
Zach.
I might have misspelled it. M.
Lucas.
Yeah. M.
All right, so everyone hitting that one except for Jim.
I still like my answer better.
All right, next question is in comedy. In what 2000s film will you find the prestigious event, the Catalina Wine Mixer?
Oh.
Yep. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Everyone's got an opinion.
1. Pens down. Let's go to Brian.
I think this movie's fine, just a little overrated. Step Brothers.
Jim.
I couldn't write the rest of it, but Step Brothers. Dane Cook pay-per-view, 45 minutes.
Dane Cook pay-per-view. That is correct. Boatman.
Step Brothers.
All right, Zach.
Step Brothers.
Lucas.
I have to correct Jim. It's 20 minutes on the pay-per-view. Step Brothers.
And Joseph.
Beer Fest.
Ooh, all right. So Step Brothers was the correct answer. Bombardment takes the lead on that one. 6 to Wild Stallions. 5 to FU Lucas's 4. All right. Give him the next one, Michael.
Our next category is Alfred Hitchcock. Who plays Norman Bates in Psycho?
I think as we established earlier, your directorial debut, Psycho.
Yes.
You were going under the guise of a man named Hitchcock.
His directorial debut was the remake of Psycho.
Oh shit! Repeat.
All right, Wild Stallions using a repeat.
I almost screwed that up.
Who plays Norman Bates in Psycho? Did Lucas just inadvertently give Brian a point? We'll never know.
I think there's 2 mistakes he could have made. I don't know which one.
Shut your dumb mouth, Lucas.
3, 2, 1. Hands down. We'll go to Brian.
I almost said Anthony Hopkins. It's Anthony Perkins.
And
Jim.
I knew it was Anthony. I said Curtis.
All right, Boatman.
Anthony Perkins.
Zach.
Anthony Perkins.
Lucas.
Anthony Perkins.
Joseph.
Anthony Perkins.
All right, Anthony Perkins is the correct answer. All right, next question is in Robin Williams. In The Fisher King, Perry is on a quest to find what?
Well titled movie.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down. Let's go to Jim.
Treasure.
Boatman.
It's the Holy Grail?
Zach.
Holy Grail.
Lucas.
My favorite Robin Williams movie, The Holy Grail.
Joseph.
Not Monty Python, just the Holy Grail.
Brian.
I agree with Lucas. The Holy Grail.
And no, we already did. I'm sorry. 1 second. I got to. Do you need me to help you? You figured it out? Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay, so Wild Stallions I've got with 9, Bombardment 10, FU Lucas 6. Okay.
All right, your next question comes in the category of fantasy. In The Lord of the Rings, what 2 words were the enemy able to extract from Gollum?
This is my kind of fucking question. Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
Isn't it stopwatch and spider?
4, 3, 2, 1. Oh man, pens down. Okay. Kaleb Boatman.
Shire. Baggins.
Zach.
I put my precious.
Shire Baggins.
Joseph.
Shire Baggins.
Well, that wasn't that bad. Brian.
You didn't say they had to be in order. I put Baggins Shire.
And Jim.
I like the way Brian thinks. Baggins Shire.
Baggins and Shire, Shire and Baggins, however you want to say it. That is the correct answer. All right. Next question is in directors. Who directed Knives Out? The macaw laughs at this question.
What we call in the business. So.
Come on.
She did one of these. One question out of the 90 we've asked. 5, 4, 3.
She's team number 15.
1. Pens down. We'll go to Zach.
Ryan Johnson.
And Lucas.
Respect the man, Ryan Johnson.
I agree. Joseph.
Second bet, Ryan Johnson.
Brian.
Ryan Johnson.
Jim.
Yeah, come on, Ryan Johnson.
And Boatman.
Ryan Johnson.
Clean sweep.
We did it, guys.
Oh yeah.
Best screenplay of the 2000s by far.
Your next category is movie release date. What year saw the release of Finding Nemo?
Another question I can get behind. Another fandom film. Man, keep them coming at me, Michael Campbell. All right. Gonna look for answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll go back up to Lucas.
2004?
Joseph.
One of the longest movies I remember watching at that point, 2003.
Brian.
2003? Question mark.
Jim.
Put me in team 3.
And Boatman.
2003.
And Zach.
2003.
2003 is the correct answer.
Lucas letting his team in.
Agreed.
All right. Next category is recent releases. In Ad Astra, Roy's father is located next to which planet?
I thought you were going to ask about Night School. Possibly Johnny English.
Johnny English Reborn, I believe, is the name of the film.
That Strikes Back. Reborn is the second one from 2011. I know my Johnny English films, okay?
You know your Johnny English films. Unlike your SpongeBob films, right, Jake? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I love you. All right, pens down. Let's go to Joseph.
I don't know if this is a hot take, but I like Gravity more. Neptune.
That's not a hot take, I don't think. Brian?
I have not seen it. I'm guessing Jupiter.
And Jim?
3 for 3 on different planets. I said Saturn.
Boatman?
Pretty sure it is Neptune.
Zach?
I don't like being on Jim's side, Saturn.
And Lucas?
I guess Mars.
God damn it.
Neptune is the correct answer.
The best planet.
There's like moons. I guess Mars. Oh my god.
All right.
There is a scene in Astra on Mars. Your last question comes in thrillers. In 2016's Nerve, what is V's first dare?
I will never forget this movie because Maggie was very confused why it was released on a Wednesday here in the U.S. because most movies come out on Fridays, and I was like, let's go see Nerve. It just came out today. And she goes, it's a Wednesday. She was very upset about it.
I think that was the letterbox review, right? Because I looked at it when I wrote this question.
We fear change.
And someone replied.
4, 3. Repeat. All right.
Okay. In 2016's Nerve, what is V's first dare? I want to shout out Jim's clothing choice in this match.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down. Let's go to Brian.
She has to kiss a stranger?
Jim?
I haven't seen it, but is it use Nazario's bathroom and use the bidet/washlet?
Boatman.
Make out with a stranger.
Zach.
Steal from a store.
Lucas.
I have no idea as well, so I just wrote public nudity.
Joseph.
I said kiss a stranger as well.
Kiss a stranger. I make out with a stranger, I guess we can also accept. It was a little more graphic from Boatman.
5 seconds.
But yes, that is the end of the round. Fuck you, Lucas has been eliminated.
Thank
Luca.
Thank you guys so much for playing. With that, we are going to be bringing in our final team. And that team is none other than Blockbuster Video, Nazario Montenegro, Mike Hanley. Gentlemen, welcome. You are our final team. Are you ready?
Yeah. Face team of the year. Let's go.
Okay, guys. So the way this is going to work, 10 questions, 10 random categories. Each team has 2 repeats for the entirety of the round. Any questions? No? Good. Okay. Question number 1 is going to be in comedy. What 2018 comedy stars Jason Bateman and Rachel McAdams? We finally have seen all 15 teams. This has been intense. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down. Let's start with Mr. Hanley.
Game night.
And Joseph.
Also game night.
Brian.
Game night.
Nazario.
Game night.
Boatman.
Jacoby's favorite, game night.
And Zach.
Game night.
Clean sweep.
Let's see. Next category is horror. Who portrayed Freddy Krueger from 1984 to 2003?
Oh, yeah. I like these movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, big time. Big time. 5, 4.
That was just Halloween.
2. That too. Hands down. We are going to go to Joseph.
Robert Englund.
Brian.
Robert Englund.
Nazario.
Robert England.
Caleb.
Not sure how to pronounce it. Robert England.
Zach.
I blanked. I put Donald. I don't remember.
And Hanley.
Robert England.
All right. Robert England is the correct answer. All right. Next question is in sci-fi. In 1982's The Thing, the titular Thing arrives at the camp in the form of what animal?
And Brian just has to give his answer, say no remarks about the director of this film.
4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down. Let's go to Brian.
Dog.
And Nazario.
Oh,
Boatman.
But it's specifically a husky dog.
Zach.
And pretty much a husky. Put a wolf.
Mike.
Dog.
And Joseph.
Dog.
Dog is the correct answer. So Wild Stallions and Blockbuster are tied at 6, Bombardment with 4.
The next category is 80s. Who plays the mermaid Madison in Splash?
Have you ever seen Splash? You've never seen Splash. No? Update for those joining you. Maggie's playing Animal Crossing. Gilmore Girls is on the Netflix. It might come up again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We are going to Mr. Nazario. And let's go to Boatman.
Daryl Hannah.
Zach.
Daryl Hannah. It's your Nazario sister's brother moment.
Mike.
Daryl Hannah.
Joseph.
Daryl Hannah.
And Brian.
Daryl Hannah.
Daryl Hannah is the correct answer. All right, we're going to get into the next question of scores and soundtracks. The Iggy Pop song Lust for Life plays during the opening of what 90s film? I
One of those situations where,
No, go ahead. What?
I was going to say one of those situations that it hurts either way.
Yeah. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. They're still sitting in second place right now, so they can keep that momentum. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We are going to start with Boatman.
Train Spotting.
We are going to go over to Zach.
Train Spotting.
Mike.
I didn't have it. I said Clueless.
Joseph.
Train Spotting.
Brian.
Who's live? Train Spotting.
And Nazario? Train Spotting. All right. Train Spotting was the correct answer.
All right. Your next question comes in the category of comic book movies. In Kingsman: The Secret Service, who plays Professor James Arnold?
Another question I can get behind.
Oh, yeah.
Keep feeding me those fandom questions.
There is one kind of right up.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Zach, we will start with you.
Good Samuel L. Jackson.
Mike.
I didn't have anything.
Joseph.
I did not recognize him when I saw the movie until I read the credits. Mark Hamill.
Brian.
I got this wrong in a fandom match. That's the only reason I remember it. Mark Hamill.
Nazario.
I'll have it.
All right, and Boatman.
Mark Hamill. I'm wearing the shirt, so it would be bad if I got it wrong.
All right. Mark Hamill is the correct answer. Next question is in animated. Who is Hercules' biological father in Disney's Hercules? Oh, the macaw giving me an evil glance again, like a, I could hang with these guys. Well, then get into the game if you're going to sit there and brag. Debut in Warzone. I dare you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Mike.
I had no idea. Zeus?
Joseph.
It is Zeus.
Brian.
Zeus.
Nazario. Boatman.
And then along came Zeus.
Zach.
Inception story is probably crazy. Zeus.
Oh, Jesus. Zeus is the correct answer.
All right. Yeah, the next category is war. In Overlord, the science lab is located beneath what type of building?
This movie is awesome.
Watching this a couple nights ago. My dad liked it.
Mike going straight to the ball, which doesn't surprise you because it stars a Russell.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to go to Joseph.
I said a church.
Brian.
Not confident, but I also said church.
Nazario.
The church.
Boatman.
Church.
Zach.
Church.
And Mike.
Church.
That's correct. Church is the correct answer. This is still a tight one as we get into the next question, which is drama. Which 2018 contemporary Western is loosely based on the life of its star, Brady Jandreau? I don't want to say anything.
Just glad that Michael Campbell's my partner.
Repeat from Blockbuster. Which 2018 contemporary Western is loosely based on the life of its star, Brady Jandreau?
I say that because I wouldn't have got this, and I know Michael Campbell, the God, would.
That's fair. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I believe we are to Brian on this one.
I don't know it. I put rodeo.
Nazario.
Oh.
Boatman.
Is this what the Mustang's about?
Zach.
The writer.
Mike.
Didn't have anything.
Joseph.
Now I'm doubting on the title. It's not Ballad of Buster Scruggs, but yeah, that's definitely one of them.
One person had it correct. His name is Zach. It is the writer. The writer.
Theo would get that question.
The Mustang is a Western. I believe it's 2019, and it is very good. Okay, last question for the round.
Yeah, this is shaping up to be very interesting.
The score is Wild. Actually, Bombardment is in the lead. I'm sorry. Wild Stallions has 16. Bombardment has 14. Blockbuster has 12.
All right, our last question comes in the category of coming of age. In My Girl, Vader gets upset when she notices Thomas doesn't have what while laying in his coffin. Iconic Brian smile when the question is.
Mike Hanley went straight to the board on that one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to start with Nazario.
He can see without his glasses.
Boatman.
Glasses.
Zach.
Yeah, glasses. I definitely knew that.
Mike.
Good night, everybody. It's his glasses.
Joseph.
His glasses.
And Brian.
Can't see without his glasses.
Glasses is correct, and with that, Blockbuster Video in a very close round has been eliminated. Guys, very, very close round. Good job. Again, Wild Stallions with 18 points. Bombardment with 16 points. Blockbuster Video with 14 points. Very, very close round. Thank you guys for playing.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure being on screen with you, Nazario, for the first time ever.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
All right, guys, we are moving on to the final round. Okay, we are in the final. The final round, more or less, here. If it's a tie at the end of the round, we will ask some tiebreaker questions when we get there. But let's get started off right away. Oh, and we'll just say it now. Both of these teams, more or less, will be in the number one contenders match played after this because they've both lasted a lot of rounds. So let's get right into it. Question 1 is in movie release dates. What year was Martin Scorsese's Goodfellas released? Thank you for letting me read the Scorsese release dates question, Michael. I appreciate it. You let me. It wasn't luck by...
I'm just glad I get to read the next one.
Fair. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go to Joseph.
1990.
Brian.
1990.
Boatman.
1990.
And Zach.
And 91.
All right.
All right, your next question. comes in the category of family. Who voices the title character in the live-action Paddington films? Love.
These movies are.
You don't like them, so you even have a heart.
That's accurate. That is a true story. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Brian.
Ben Whishaw.
Boatman.
Ben Whishaw.
Zach.
Ben Whishaw.
Joseph.
Ben Whishaw, just with one H.
Well, yes, Ben Whishaw is the correct.
I thought it was spelled
Phonetically,
with two H's. Is that?
I did 2 H's too.
No, you're fine.
All right.
You're fine. Okay. Next question is in classics. In Sabrina attends a culinary school located in what city?
Has there been a movie just called Tim?
Ooh, maybe somewhere out there.
Timothy Green?
I don't want to be.
The Adventures of Tim.
I don't want to be in the same sentence as that movie.
There is a Tim. Is he have like Mel Gibson or somebody in it?
Or maybe two.
I'm just gonna trust
one.
Brian.
Pens down. Yeah, I would trust that. Boatman.
Paris.
Zach.
This movie changed my life on how to crack eggs. Paris.
All right. And
I said
Joseph.
Rome.
Brian.
Paris.
All right, tie game.
Right, your next question comes in coming of age. Number one, who plays Ferris in Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
I have a sneaking suspicion we're going to have a clean sweep on this one. I could be wrong. You never know. I've been shocked before. 5.
There could be a letter missing at the end.
3.
You wanted the TV version, right?
1. Pens down. Let's go to, are we at, I don't even, Zach? Right? No? Zach.
Sure. Matthew Broderick.
Joseph.
Known better as Simba, Matthew Broderick.
Brian.
Matthew Broderick.
Caleb.
That's a lot of fish. Matthew Broderick.
All right. Both.
Just getting word that there's a 1979 film called Tim starring Mel Gibson.
Well, shit. There
Bonus
you
point.
go,
Bonus
Brian.
point. Bonus point.
We're
There
going
you
to erase
go.
that question.
Hope that doesn't come up in the next.
Yeah, thanks for giving that to us in the next round.
All right. Next category is romantic comedies. What type of store does Kathleen Kelly own in You've Got Mail? Oofta. 5, 4,
Michael expressing his love for Meg Ryan.
2, 1. That's true. Pens down. Joseph, we'll start with you.
Only had once a bookstore?
Brian?
It's a bookstore called The Shop Around the Corner.
Boatman.
I wonder who wrote this question. Bookstore.
And Zach.
Bookstore.
Clean sweep. We stay tied at 9.
Fun fact, the question was actually originally, what is the name of the bookstore? Your next question comes in the category of 70s. Warren Beatty and Goldie Hawn, starring which Hal Ashby movie?
Yeah. I don't really have anything to add to this one. I'm just enjoying this game at this point.
I'm just going to assume this is one of Tim's favorite films.
Honestly, top 3, maybe.
Depends on the day.
5, 4, 3, 2. Repeat from Wild Stallions.
Warren Beatty, category 70s. Warren Beatty and Goldie Hawn, starring which Hal Ashby? I want to create a new rule where people just get 5 seconds to see the whole
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Brian.
I almost put hairspray in the musical. Shampoo.
Boatman.
What everyone's hair needs a lot of these days, shampoo.
Zach.
I put Love Affair.
And Joseph.
I'm going to use it for my hair tomorrow. Shampoo.
Shampoo is the correct answer. Wild Stallions takes a 1-point lead on that one. All right, next question is in Oscars. Who won the Best Actress Oscar for 2015's Room?
Just like the Facebook.
It's cleaner.
5, 4, 3,
I like that
2,
reference, Jake.
1. Pens down. Let's start with Boatman.
Brie Larson.
And Zach.
Brie Larson.
Joseph.
Brie Larson.
Brian.
Larson.
All right, clean sweep on that one.
All right. Your next category is drama. In The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, blind clockmaker Mr. Guiteau designed a clock that had what unique feature? Your turn.
I think you got it. Sounded right to me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Penstown. Let's start with Boatman. Boatman.
Wild guess. It goes backwards?
Zach.
Because it's a metaphor.
Time was stuck, the hands didn't move.
Wait, what? I'm sorry.
When time was stuck, the hands didn't move. I didn't know how to word it. Time was stuck like it didn't. Because it's not literal time stuff.
I think I might have misunderstood the question. I just said a red chimney.
Brian.
Yeah, a little on the nose for the movie. It runs backwards.
It runs backwards is what we were looking for.
Oh, yeah.
So
Nice,
Wild Stallions still up 1 as we get into the penultimate question. In Nolan. In Interstellar, before Cooper heads into space, what word did future Cooper send to Murph in Morse code? Brian, very quick on that one. Someone likes his Interstellar.
Hell no. Someone had to study it for a Full Metal match.
Well, that's just silly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thumbs down. Zach, we'll go to you.
Home.
Joseph.
Blanking right now. Gravity.
Brian.
Stay.
Boatman.
And love.
Stay is the correct answer.
Nice, Brian.
As we get into the final question.
All right, the final question comes from the category of 90s. Which 90s film starring Eddie Murphy is about a con man who gets elected congressman for sharing the same name as the previous congressman? What is this?
I have never even heard of this one. Because I don't think Daredevil is in it, so it probably isn't something I've seen before. 5, 4, but I've seen that movie 12 times too. 1, hands down. We are going to Joseph.
I said Mr. Fabulous.
Brian?
Thank you for any other question. The distinguished gentleman.
Yeah, dang it.
Boatman.
The distinguished gentleman.
And Zach?
Goldfinger. Oh,
and your winner, Wild Stallions, making their way all the way from being the second team introduced in round 1 all the way to the end. But hold your horses, people. It's not over. Because Wild Stallions are the winners and they also lasted the most rounds, Bombardment will be playing them in the number 1 contenders match right now. Through the power of editing, we are now on StreamYard. Whoa, craziness. Hello and welcome back. We're back for the number 1 contenders match. You just saw that first part of Turmoil. It was very epic and amazing. And now welcome to this part. Wild Stallions, Bombardment Society. Winner of this match is now going to play your team at Mayhem at the Multiplex 3. Mayhem at the Multiplex 3 for the title. So that is very exciting. let's bring the teams in, starting with Bombardment Society, the team that lasted the second longest, technically, here. We've got them, Kaleb and Zach. And then we will bring in Brian and Joseph, Wild Stallions. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Okay. So we are going to play this like a normal Warzone teams match. Each team has 3 repeats and a challenge rule. There's going to be 8 questions in round number 1 instead of the 10 we've been doing previously. Spinners and opponent's choice on the wheel, all the gist. You guys get it. So any questions as we get into round number 1?
Ready to have more fun, Zach and Kaleb?
Let's do this.
Good luck, guys.
Right away.
Congratulations.
Good luck, guys.
All right. Your first question in this match. Actors and actresses. Ethan Hawke stars in a remake of which John Carpenter film?
I found this question very weird to put a category on it. So I just went, actors, actresses.
That's fair. Yeah, that makes sense. 5, 4.
There's an actor.
Repeat.
All right, repeat from Bombardment. In Actors and Actresses, Ethan Hawke stars in a remake of which John Carpenter film?
Damn it, he got it with a repeat.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down. Let's start with Zach.
I put The Thing.
Boatman.
Assault on Precinct 13.
Joseph.
Assault on Precinct 13.
And Brian.
Assault on Precinct 13.
Assault is the correct answer.
Yep. Your next category is action adventure. At the beginning of The Rundown, who tells The Rock to have fun while exiting a club?
Are you wanting a character name or an actor?
An actor.
Yeah. Oofta. Kaleb Koho's backstage chugging water bottles and brisk like it's nobody's feckin' business. It wouldn't be a multiplex video without a brisk somewhere in the corner. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Boatman on this one.
Picked one of the 2. Christopher Walken?
Joseph.
I have not had a single perfect round tonight, and I think I have ruined my chances. Christopher Walken.
Brian.
It was the passing of the torch. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
And Zach.
Put Bruce Willis.
Arnold Schwarzenegger is the correct answer. Wild Stallion in the lead 3-1 as we get into the next question, which is in the category of comedy. What relation is Gene Wilder's Frederick to the original mad scientist Victor in Young Frankenstein? Shocking. I've never seen this film. This is like one of those classics that everyone's like, you gotta watch it, and I've just never seen it.
Where's
4,
Universal Monsters in Fandom?
2, 1. Pens down. We are going to go to Joseph.
I said uncle.
Brian.
With Gene Wilder's his grandson?
Zach.
Put nephew.
Boatman.
Grandson.
Grandson is the correct answer.
Yeah, scores 4-2. Brian's still pitching a perfect game. In the category of animated, is the next question. In Toy Story 2, what does Woody try to take back from Al when he's sleeping on the couch?
This movie is God's gift to the earth.
I haven't seen it in a while, but yeah.
Oh, I love this movie. Love this movie. It's my favorite of the franchise. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Brian, we'll start with you.
Lost Perfect Brown. His hat.
Zach.
His arm.
Boatman.
His arm.
And Joseph.
His arm.
His arm is the correct answer. So Wild Stallions staying in the lead with 5, but big points for Bombardment, 5-4.
Thanks for the jinx, Michael.
All right, next question is in romantic comedies. Zoe Kazan and Daniel Radcliffe star in which 2010s rom-com?
Have you seen this? This is a good one.
I have a story to tell, but I can't tell it without... Yeah, so... No. Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Zach.
What if?
Boatman.
What if?
Joseph.
What if you could tell that story without giving away the answer?
And Brian. I probably could.
What if, and just because I wasn't sure who wrote the question, it was called the F word in some countries.
In Australia.
What if is the correct answer we were looking for? So clean sweep on that one.
All right. Your next question comes from Classics. In the film In a Lonely Place, what job does Humphrey Bogart's character have within Hollywood?
If you could have any job in the world, Michael, what would it be?
I would be the commissioner of Multiplex.
Ooh. Well, luckily for you, that job doesn't really exist.
True.
5, 4. So
What
you
it's
could-
totally Tim Smith.
I mean, yeah, pens down. Let's go to Boatman.
Is this the one where he's a plastic surgeon?
Joseph.
I said a reporter.
Brian.
No clue. I said a writer.
And Zach.
Stuntman.
Writer is the correct answer.
Whoa.
So Brian hits that one. 8-6 in favor of Wild Stallions as we get into the next question, which is in directors. Who made their directorial debut with the 1986 film She's Gotta Have It? Yeah, this is intense. This whole night. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down. We'll start with Joseph.
Spike Lee.
Brian. Brian.
Same as the first question of Turmoil. Spike Lee.
And Zach.
Spike Lee.
Boatman.
On everybody's mind, Spike Lee.
All right. And final question from Michael.
Your final question comes in the category of drama. As revealed in the climactic rap battle, what is the real first name of Papa Doc in 8 Mile? I've got to be honest. I've been waiting to write this question for like 3 years. Me and Jake had some debate, but I was like, I've got to use it and get it out of my system.
That's fair. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Punch down. We'll start with Brian.
I don't know. Eugene.
Zach.
Of course.
Winston.
Boatman.
His real name is Clarence.
And Joseph.
I don't know. I said Louis.
Good job.
Clarence is correct. So with that, Bombardment is 1 point behind Wild Stallions. It is 10-9 in favor of the Stallions as we get into round number 2. It is going to be how every other round 2 works. There are going to be 8 categories on the wheel, as well as spinners and opponent's choice. Wild Stallions, you are going to choose whether you want to spin first or second. You're going to get 5 questions, each worth 2 points apiece. If you want to go to multiple choice, you guys can, but it devalues it to being worth 1. You can work together on this, and there is stealing available. The categories on the wheel are animated, comedy, drama, sports, horror, classics, actors and actresses, and Jack Nicholson. So, Wild Stallions, would you like to go first or second?
Second, right?
Yeah, we'll go second.
Okay, so I will bring up the wheel.
And Koho's here, right?
Yeah.
Greetings.
Okay.
Hello, boys. I'm back.
All right. So this is the spin for bombardment, and it lands on opponent's choice.
Okay.
All right then. So, goodbye, Koho. Hello, Michael. All right. So the categories again are in the private chat, but I will say them for the people at home: animated, comedy, drama, sports, horror, classics, actors and actresses, and Jack Nicholson.
Any in particular that you want to give them, Brian?
I would not give them classics. I would not give them animated.
Right, or actors and actresses.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards like horror sports, but I mean, I don't know. We wouldn't.
I'd lean towards sports as well. What do you
Okay,
say
let's give
we
them sports.
Okay.
Okay, we'll give them sports. I will ask the question.
We played 2 of 3 matches. 2 of them we get sports and.
All right. Bombardment, are you ready for your questions in sports?
Sure.
As will ever be.
All right, your first question. Who plays offensive coordinator and coaching protege Nick Crozier in Any Given Sunday?
Okay, well, I can tell you who it's not.
It's not Al Pacino.
Yeah. Do you want to go multiple?
Yeah.
Okay, multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, Adrian Brody, B, Billy Crudup, C, Aaron Eckhart, or D, Ed Burns.
Are any of these guys, are you aware that they're in the movie?
No, but I know 2 of them were in other sports movies.
Okay.
I believe.
You know what? I'm leaning towards Aaron Eckhart.
4, 3.
Sure.
Aaron Eckhart, final answer.
That is correct for 1 point.
Good job.
And then we have a tie game. And I dropped my pen. I'm a crazy person. Okay. Next question in sports. How does Bump Bailey die in The Natural?
Oh, he's shot.
Wait, no. This is what's his face. He runs through the outfield wall.
This is Michael Madsen, right?
Yeah, he runs through the outfield wall and like dies from a head injury.
Okay. He dies through running at the outfield wall, right?
Yes.
Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. All right. Your third question. In He Got Game, who plays Jesus's girlfriend, Lala?
A lot of Spike Lee questions.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
I've been meaning to watch it, but I haven't. So we'll go multiple.
Sure.
Okay, your options are A, Jada Pinkett Smith, B, Rosario Dawson, C, Halle Berry, or D, Nia Long.
I would go with Jada as my hunch, but
I feel like Jada was
the time period. I don't think
5, 4.
We'll go for Jada. A final answer.
It's incorrect. Wild Stallions, chance for the 1 point steal. Your options again are A, Jada Pinkett Smith, B, Rosario Dawson, C, Halle Berry, or D, Nia Long.
Do you know it, Brian?
I'm not certain, but I'm leaning towards Nia Long.
That's what I was. That was my guess too.
All right. Final answer, Nia Long.
That is incorrect. We are looking for Rosario Dawson.
Really?
That was the one I felt it wasn't. So.
That's what I was leaning towards.
All right. Your next question, Bombardment. In The Longest Yard, why was Paul Crewe dismissed from the NFL?
Have you seen this one, Zach?
Right. So, I mean, is that the main actor? I don't know. If it's the lead character, I felt like he like drove a car drunk or something. I'm thinking of the Adam Sandler Longest Yard.
Okay, then.
But I don't know. I think we need multiple choice.
I think we need points, so let's go with it.
Okay, so he drunk driving.
He drove drunk. Final answer.
That is incorrect. Wild Stallions, chance for a 2 point steal.
He was like saving points off games, right?
Yes. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. A big 2 point steal, and that ties the game.
He was put into prison for drunk driving. I think is what Zach.
Okay.
All right, and your final question, Bombardment. What sport is the focus of the 2007 movie Pride?
It's swimming or diving. Oh. Dude, that's the same thing.
I have no idea. Do you want to go for swimming or diving?
They're going to get the 2-point steal because they're going to say the opposite. So I say multiple choice.
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, soccer, B, ice hockey, C, swimming, or D, wrestling.
Okay, I should have went for it. Sorry. Final answer. C.
That is correct for 1 point. Okay, so at the end of Bombardment's turn, they've gotten their total up to 13. Wild Stallions, with a couple steals in there, has their points up to 12 as we bring back the lovely wheel and spin it for Wild Stallions.
This is where we get opponent's choice now.
And it lands on Spinner's choice. So again, your options are animated, comedy, drama, horror, classics, actors and actresses, and Jack Nicholson.
So sorry.
They're all so broad. So, I mean, do you have a preference?
I was leaning towards actors and actresses.
We might as well, and we can be a little bit conservative because we don't need a ton of points. So, you want to do that, actors, actresses?
Sure. Yeah.
All right, let's do that.
Okay, Michael, go ahead and give them their questions and actors and actresses.
All right, actors and actresses. Which Brat Pack member plays Alec, the young man with political aspirations in St. Elmo's Fire?
I have a hunch, but I'm not positive.
I know everybody in it, but I'm not sure who's who. Do you want to go multiple choice just to
Sure.
the field?
Please.
All right, multiple choice.
Okay, is it A, Emilio Estevez, B, Rob Lowe, C, Judd Nelson, or D, Andrew McCarthy?
Judd Nelson was the man who was in my mind first. What are you thinking?
Yeah, well, if something jumps out to you, let's take it because they all look good to me. So.
Judd Nelson, final answer?
That is correct.
Nice one.
Your next question. Which Robert Altman film stars Woody Harrelson, Meryl Streep, and Lindsay Lohan?
Is it a Prairie Home Companion?
I believe so. You want to go for two or just put on one?
Prairie Home Companion, final answer?
That is correct. For 2 points. Yeah. I'm just pausing there because you didn't say but that's
no, I can accept that.
Your third question.
Sorry.
Yeah. Which actress plays a wife who gets cheated on in Little Children and he's just not that into you?
Jennifer Connelly.
Yes.
Final answer.
That is correct. 2 points. Your next question. Viola Davis appears in which Michael Mann film?
Black Hat, final answer.
That is also correct.
Glad you knew that one.
Your last question.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
What was the first collaboration between Steven Soderbergh and Channing Tatum?
Side Effects?
Where was Haywire in there?
2011, before Side Effects then.
Was there one before that?
Yeah.
Can you think of anything before Haywire? Do you want to go multiple since we've just given him a bunch of answers?
I mean, if it's not Haywire, then it can't be Side Effects.
All right. You want to go for it?
Sure.
Haywire, final answer.
That is correct.
All right, so at the end of round number 2, Wild Stallion is up 21 to Bombardment's 13. So there is some room or ground to make up for Bombardment. As we get into round number 3, it is the Pick Your Poison round. There are going to be categories. You guys are going to have to choose what you want for your 1, your 2, your 3, and your 4. You can collaborate on your 3 and your 4. The categories tonight are, and if Michael, if you could put these in the private chat. Family, sci-fi fantasy, drama, action adventure, musicals / music films, horror, 2000s, Scores and Soundtracks, Martin Scorsese, and Meryl Streep. So we will find out what everyone's taking, and we will be right back. Okay, we are back. Everyone has picked what they are going to take. Wild Stallions is going to be taking action for their 1, horror for their 2, sci-fi fantasy for their 3, and 2000s for their 4. Bombardment Society is going to take drama for their 1, family for their 2, 2000s for their 3, and music/musicals for their 4. Michael, you are going to give the questions for Bombardment since I gave them their questions in round 2, and I believe Zach is taking the 1 pointer.
Yep. Zach, your 1 pointer in drama. The film Straight Outta Compton is about which group?
NWA.
Correct. 1 point. Right, and Kaleb is taking the 2 pointer in family. Kaleb, a beagle must use his newly bestowed superpowers to protect Capital City from a mad scientist in which movie?
Underdog.
That is correct. 2000, so you cannot.
Bagel. Whatever.
So this
Bagel.
one you cannot afford to miss this question.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Okay. Bombardment, your 3 pointer in 2000s. In Me and Orson Welles, what Shakespeare play is Welles adapting to the stage?
I want to say it's like Macbeth or Othello.
I don't think it's Othello.
My gut is Macbeth, but don't take me on it. I think I'm just saying because I know Orson Welles directed a movie, so it could be wrong.
Okay.
Like Taming of the Shrew, or
No, it's a 3-pointer, so I don't think it's going to be a deep cut. Let's go Macbeth, final answer.
And your winner, Wild Stallions. The answer we were looking for was Julius Caesar.
Not even
All right. So with that, we will go ahead and talk to our winners. Brian and Joseph, you guys were the second team to come in the first round. You made it all the way through. You won the main event and then won the number 1 contenders match here. How are you guys feeling on just an absolute dominant performance?
It's been a long night. We're on like hour 4 here. But it's worth it. I mean, we're finally getting that Warzone title shot. We're gonna try and get the other belts. But I mean, as far as this match goes, it's one of those matches, opponents and spinner's choice. On any given day, it could have done the opposite thing to us. But they did the best of what they could. But I'm just glad we finally get to get this title shot. Joseph?
Yeah, thank you to all the Warzone people who invited us to this. I really needed to make up for the shenanigans that I did for the last match that I was in. So thank you guys for allowing us to give us another shot here. Kaleb and Zach got a bad draw on the second wheel, which makes me feel bad for them. But on the other hand, I'm just glad Brian and I got for 4 hours of movie trivia to win it all in the end. So it's at least something that the wheel thought could gift us for lasting that long. So I don't know, maybe. But still, Kaleb and Zach, you still did pretty well in the Turmoil whole game, all rounds that you were at. 3 hours and 40 minutes, close to 4 hours, Cody. But
if we started on time, it'd be over 4 hours. Just saying.
Right. Fair enough. All right.
But
well,
then I was gonna say thank you, Joseph. You've been an awesome partner. Go ahead.
And Brian just basically got almost every single question that I did not get. So there were like only 3 questions we missed combined, I think.
I want to bring Cody in as well.
Oh, yeah, because you guys are doing a thing. Okay, yeah.
Oh, well, I'm not going to talk shit. I'm going to be honest with you. I've wanted this match for a long time because I think they're the two strongest teams in this league. You guys have had the worst luck ever. And if it would have been the opposite, if you would have spun first, you would have got opponent's choice, and then you would have been maybe screwed out of another situation. So I think Concept and Wild Science is going to be an absolute amazing match. I'm excited for it. Again, I hope you both stumble, and I hope Joseph doesn't make it to the match. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude, but that'd be fantastic for us.
No. I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
But I can't wait to take you guys on. We'll be putting in work. You guys will be putting in work, and it will be one of the perfect main events for Mayhem. So I'm excited. You guys lasted a hell of a time and did an amazing job. So you guys made the perfect end to the event that I wanted to put on. So thank you.
We're gonna make this fun. We're gonna make this good.
Any words, Jake and Michael?
I will say it's gonna be kind of crazy that the arguably the two biggest teams in the entire regular movie teams, that divisions and leagues and all that, are playing each other. It's gonna be fun. I'm not going as cocky as I did against Second Real, but I'm looking forward to this. This will be the match.
We will not be cocky. And
All
Michael
right.
will say nothing until the match is over. So bye.
That's fair. All right. Well, guys, we look forward to seeing you at Mayhem at the Multiplex at the end of July for the big event. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be awesome. Thank you guys for all your hard work tonight. Very much appreciated on making the event so awesome. All right. We will now bring in Mr. Boatman, Mr. Zach. Guys, I guess I can bring in your manager as well, Mr. Koho. Guys, bad shake, but overall, very good performance in the event tonight. How are you?
You know, I'll just start off by saying we can't really be mad because
Not at all.
Stallions made it in from the round one. I can't be mad that they got one of the worst draws and then made it all the way to the end. I can't be mad about that. Obviously, the wheel didn't go our way. We've only gotten sports in our last match and this match when we got opponent's choice. But, that's the way it goes. Brian and Joseph played a killer game, so there's nothing you can take away from that.
Yeah, and they definitely deserve it, as Bowman said. And I say the best thing we can take out of this is, as a newer team and haven't got to play a lot, we're quick exit the tournament. At least we're back, in people's eyes. We're put on notice that we are a team to play with. So we made ourselves look good until the last half hour of the night, because I think I fell asleep.
I'm proud of these two for their performance to Turmoil and working their way through opponent's choice the way they did. There's always things you can focus on and worry about. I wouldn't. I think this is a team that people need to be worried about. Congratulations, Wild Stallions. You guys earned it. You guys played a killer game.
All that really matters in this cold, dark world is that we beat Lucas. Fuck you, Lucas.
Fuck you, Lucas. The real father of Theo.
It's right here. Actually, genetically, the real father of Theo. He's a poser.
In all counts, the real father of Theo.
All right. Well, guys, you played killer tonight. It just, like we said, didn't go the way, but honestly, you guys are a scary team. People should look out. We will see you guys again. All right. Well, Michael, we did it. We made it through. I'll actually bring in Cody as well, since he's the one who put on this whole fucking thing, and Jake, since he's been here since the start too. Cody, any final thoughts about this event you just willed into existence with the snap of your finger?
I think it worked out the exact way that I wanted it to. Again, you don't predict the number 2 to enter and win it all, but I knew they were probably the strongest round 1 team in the field, so they had the best shot. There's a few scary moments that came up. The double eliminations, everything. I want to thank Michael and Jake and Matt Queller and whoever and Paul for help writing this match. They, especially with the 4 days to go, I laid on that we need more rounds, and they came through. I don't think there was any really questions that were in I think they were all even and thought fair. The two teams last team, Again, maybe next year I won't do opponents and spinners, not because I don't think it worked that way, just because they're both all general categories, so spins could just be where it is. It was a little anticlimactic. But again, I would be really pissed off if I was Brian and Joseph to last that long and to lose in general movies. But I think this event will be a success. I hope it is. I would love to do this again next year to decide the winner for Mayhem. I think it's a perfect design. And yeah, hats off to everybody. Thank you, Tim, for hosting the whole thing with it. You did a great job, even though a little bit at the end I thought you were about to lose it. But
I was losing it a little bit.
Got
for
it.
a couple rounds. I came back in. I figured it out. Yeah, thanks to everybody here. Michael for writing, Jake for writing, everybody who helped write, Jake for stat keeping the whole time and just sitting there and looking pretty in the camera for us. It was a nice thing to get us through. But yeah, this has been Tag Team Turmoil. Thanks so much for watching. If you haven't seen the other Warzone videos posted earlier this weekend, go watch those. Those are good too. And check out other stuff coming out this week like Fandom and Loves Movies and Your List Sucks and all that shit that we do. So enjoy it. Thanks for watching this event. We'll see you later. Bring in the dancing Cougars, which could be a double entendre.